Do gay people stop doing the voice when they're alone?
Valentine's Day comes around, get a big pillow, get a big bear, and Buddy rizzed up my shorty.
He was pissing on people at Playlist Live off the balcony. Is bare knuckle fighting, is that even legal?
And I'm dating to marry, and I don't see myself marrying you. I lay it down.
Boom!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the greatest podcast in the history of United States of America and the world.
And the nebula. Can't forget the nebula.
Bro, the nebula.
Can't forget about the nebula. Please welcome your hosts, NCK, One Hit Rick, and DJ Fab. Welcome back to the It Is What It Is podcast. Guys.
Yo, you should be a ring announcer with
Dude,
that
for
voice,
real.
bro.
I've been practicing in the shower for y'all.
Like, bro, one of that like, I don't know if he's Hispanic or Asian, but that one dude on his own, he always be messing up the words, bro. You're better than him.
Oh, you're way better.
Zone, I'm ready.
Bro, you're the next, you know that one guy that introduces like every single boxing match? You're the next. Bruce Buffer.
He gets paid $1 million, bro, every fight.
You got to come up with a catchphrase because he has, what's it called? Copyrighted.
Let's get ready to rumble.
You can't say that because now he can sue you for that.
Yeah,
Yo, bleep
just,
that.
We're going to have to make 5,000 episodes of this podcast.
So he's got Let's Get Ready to Rumble, and then his brother,
UFC.
UFC announcer, he has It's Time!
Dude, they're legends, bro.
Yo, we need to make one, bro. We got to make one. That'd be gas. But you guys can make it happy because NCK is going to have to be paying a fine. So smash the like button right now.
And comment some phrases down below that you think DJ Fab could say really good. And maybe he'll introduce the next pod with your phrase.
Yeah, who knows?
And subscribe if you're new. Speaking of fights, man, we're coming off a big fight. Big fight.
Oh, a grand fight. One of the biggest, I think, I have the most respect from this fight more than any other fight anyone's taken.
For real.
And that is Bryce Hall fighting in the bare knuckle fighting championship. He went up against an undefeated bare knuckle champion. And in the first 10 seconds, dropped this man.
Dropped him. Absolutely insane to see because we all know what happened to Bryce Hall in his first fight against Austin McBroom. Bryce Hall got his cheeks clapped. He got his cheeks clapped by Austin McBroom. You know,
Facts.
I didn't like to see it, but that's what happened. And, you know, everyone was doubting Bryce going into this saying like, dude, he lost to Austin McBroom. How is he going to beat this actual bare knuckle undefeated fighter? Bryce goes in there. First 10 seconds, drops him on the ground. Everyone went crazy. And then Bryce Hall, he didn't end up knocking him out to get the win, but it was like a doctor stoppage.
In the second round. And Bryce Hall predicted that too. He was like, second round KO. So
yeah,
pretty
apparently
crazy.
his arm was messed up or his elbow was like broken or something. We don't know exactly what happened, but it could be when Bryce decided to suplex the guy. If you guys remember, he went for
He did do that.
Yeah.
Nice little grapple.
You got to go for
takedown.
it, though.
3 points right there. 3 points right there.
He even said, dude, and this, I think Bryce Hall has like one of the biggest character developments over the past couple years because he used to just be like kind of like a cringy TikToker, kind of like,
He was pissing on people at Playlist Live off the balcony on his fans.
But over the past couple years, ever since that, honestly, that boxing match, it kind of humbled him. And then, dude, he's been funny, bro. His TikToks are jokes.
I like him.
I like him. And then he comes back, takes the dub, and then even after the interview, someone interviewed him and was like, yo, like, how do you think about the fight? What was going to happen if it kept going? And he was just like, yo, if I'm being honest, I probably would have taken L. And, you know, he's just so honest and real.
Good.
So
I think
my favorite part of the fight is after his fight against Austin McBroom, Bryce Hall was like, yo, I'm not a fighter. I never claimed to be a fighter. But then after Bryce Hall took this bare knuckle W, he said, I'm a fighter. I always claimed to be a fighter. That was my favorite part.
he knew what he was
crazy.
doing. He knew he's going to post that clip. That clip's already posted.
Yeah.
But kudos to him. I mean, how many people will get in that? First off, not many people get in a boxing ring. So let alone have the courage to get in with no protection. You literally just wrap your hands and it's just straight knuckles, buddy.
Dude.
first one to do it too.
Oh,
first like influencer
Yeah.
to do it in there.
And
You
win.
fought in the ring, in the bare knuckle ring, but you still had the
I had
gloves.
gloves on, so though.
Is that ring smaller than, you know,
It's a little bit different because there's no corners in the ring because it's an actual ring. It's like a circle. Like boxing rings, they're squares.
Yeah.
But then in there, it's like you can't just like go into a corner. And,
There's
like,
nowhere to hide.
yeah, there's nowhere to hide because it's all the same all the way around. You know?
Oh, bare knuckles growing so fast. Like from that conference, being able to see like all that to what it is now.
Bro,
Like,
I have a question. Is bare knuckle fighting, is that even legal? Like bare knuckle fighting and the slap, you seen the slap stuff that's going around?
Yeah.
I don't understand how that stuff is legal, bro. Like you see these people's faces after the bare knuckle fights, it's so bad. Like they're getting stitches in the back, bro. They're missing teeth because it's just knuckle to the dome.
they got approved by the boxing commissioner like recently. Like during the card, they had the CEO of the company and he was like, yeah, you know, we're official, I think, in like 16 states now. And I'm like, bro, who passes this? But I guess it's a very fast growing sport.
I could see it becoming like really big just because it is more entertaining than boxing.
It's more entertaining than
Because it's
boxing
going down. Something, dude.
All those fights are so fast, bro.
Bro.
There were so many fights on that card that Bryce Hall was on, but they all went so quick because it's bare knuckle. It's way easier to land a big hit when it's just this.
It's scary. That's that. I would try it. I would like to try it.
And there's no tapping. Like UFC, you can go down, wrestle.
Yeah.
Not to like some people like to see that, but
But
when they
it's-
wrestle, it kind of is
It's
like, all right, get
slow.
up and
it's
fight.
slow. It's almost like when they hug in boxing. You know,
It's almost like
Yeah.
the best of both in one. It like forces you to stand up.
it's almost too brutal for me to watch, bro.
Sometimes I feel bad, bro.
Especially,
Yeah.
I'm not even trying. This is not to be like sexist or anything, but did you watch the girls fight,
Bro,
bro?
my goodness.
I had to put it
Blood.
on. I had to put it on mute and look away, bro.
It was just blood.
It was
blood.
hard. It's just hard to watch, bro.
You gotta
Even
think-
for the men, it's hard for me to watch the men.
What's crazy is on the tail of the tape, and they have like how long the knuckles are. Like,
No,
it shows
like, it's-
yes,
like you know
yes.
in boxing it says
Yes.
a 6'1" reach,
Bro.
76 inches.
Yes, and
It's-
at the very bottom, it tells you like how thick the knuckles are.
No.
Bro.
It does.
Yo, it's so scary to even think of that.
Dude, speaking of someone that wants to try bare knuckle, though, Conor McGregor called out KSI to a bare knuckle fight.
What? Connor,
After Anthony Joshua's boxing match, yeah, he went in the middle of the ring and said, "Yo, KSI."
Fight me in bare knuckle, buddy. I don't think that fight's never
Jake
happened
Paul's
in
got to
bare
be mad about that because
Yeah.
Jake Paul's been calling him out for years, and then he just goes straight to KSI.
Jake Paul lost.
Who do you think wins that though?
KSI or Conor McGregor?
knuckle. In bare knuckle?
Oh, bare knuckle. I got to give it to Conor
I gotta
McGregor.
give that to Conor,
I'm gonna
bro.
have to give it to Connor.
Boxing?
Who knows? Wait, because KSI's wild. All it takes is one hit. We don't
True.
know.
But in bare knuckle, though, like with gloves, I feel like you'd have to hit KSI pretty hard to knock that guy out, you know? And gloves would make it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Conor could do it with gloves, but I feel like Conor could easily knock out KSI bare knuckle. You know,
I think so.
Who's bigger? KSI? or
Definitely
Conor?
KSI.
Definitely KSI.
I think
Oh, well, then
KSI is
that's
like
it.
6 foot.
Size is all that matters in bare knuckle.
But are you talking about
don't
weight or
know.
height? I think Conor McGregor
He's
is
260. He's 260 though.
Conor McGregor's like probably the same weight as KSI right now, but he looks juiced. But
does- he doesn't-
KSI's like 6 foot and Conor McGregor's like 5'8". So
5'8", but on that juicy juice though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll
give
see.
Conor a couple shots before he goes in that ring.
I think that would be good for KSI too, right? Say if KSI was to lose to Tommy Fury, his fight coming up, I say, you know, just like how Nate Diaz and Jake fought, who knows? You know, get your name back up, fight Conor McGregor, save your reputation. I think it was a savior right there. That's what I would do.
Entertaining. I'm watching that for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bare knuckle. Any bare knuckle influencer I'm watching.
Yeah, I
bro.
don't know if any other influencer is gonna go bare knuckle. That's just another level, bro. But man,
Yeah, kudos to him because, buddy.
speaking about more fights that are going on, though, I mean, I don't know if you guys are tapped into the community like me and Ricky have been watching, but we watch Impulsive, Logan Paul's podcast, every now and then. And Logan just had his brother Jake Paul on the podcast after his W against Nate Diaz. And man, it was just it was an interesting thing to watch Logan and Jake interact after that fight. You guys see it?
Did you see it? Because
Definitely, yeah, brother. You could tell that's a brother business type fight. It was so awkward to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like,
it was just like it should have almost been, it was like a private conversation that was aired for everyone to see.
Yeah.
But I feel like that they're always just like, yo, put it out there just
But
because
bro,
that's what they do. But
For those of you that didn't see it, you want to explain like what happened a little bit?
yeah, they were kind of just talking. And then I think Jeff Wittick brings up something like, oh, who would win between KSI and Tommy Fury, and then it leads into literally a 50-minute, like hour-long argument for the rest of the episode.
The whole podcast was Jake and Logan going back and forth, bickering, bro.
It should have been like a celebration of like, yo, you just beat Nate Diaz, but then it turned Logan. Oh man, it seemed when you're watching it from the outside, it seemed like Logan needed the attention on him, and he was saying stuff like, yo, Jake, you like snubbed the fight from him because Logan was supposed to fight Nate Diaz, and then he called Jake out saying. He said he was the better boxer. Logan was like, I'm the better boxer. Why do you think everyone keeps fighting you and ducking me? Because you're the easy fight.
And this is coming off. This is like supposed to be like I feel like it was supposed to be like a happy podcast. Like Jake is going on impulsive right after his Nate Diaz fight. They're going to talk about his success, what he just accomplished, what he's going to do next, like where he's going. But instead, Logan is acting like all jealous and trying to like talk down to Jake pretty much and like belittle him while saying, I'm the better boxer, bro. Like, why are you taking these fights from me? And then Logan's acting like he's all this and that, bro.
He was playing both sides. And Jake, I think a lot of people gained respect for Jake from this episode. Like, all the comments were saying, I don't like Jake, but dude, he's just saying facts right now. And Jake was saying, you like to play both sides. Like, another thing Jake or Logan got mad at was he couldn't bring Prime into the stadium because the number one sponsor of that fight was Celsius. So it's like only right if the brand is like, yo, we just don't want Prime. Yeah. You're the second biggest person or the biggest person besides Jake and Nate. Who's going to be looking at everyone? Logan, right?
Facts. Yeah.
So he was just like, you can't wear Prime, can't do this. I think it was pretty respectable. And it's just like weird because Jake was explaining like, yo, I wanted to do business with you. But Logan's like, I'm my own person. I have to do what I want. But if you're saying that, then Jake has to be able to do what he wants too.
Yeah, it was just not a mixture of being family and business. Like Logan was taking it like, bro, you're my brother, and you're not letting me represent my brand. And whose event was it? It was Jake's brand or Jake's event. So it's like, I think once you understand the business side and brother and family side, like it can't mix. And that's what I got from that whole argument was like, Jake was trying to tell him like, bro, I love you. And you play these both sides, but this is a scenario right now that we're in. Like I'm trying to tell you, like we could be business partners, we could be enemies, but at the end of the day, you're still my brother. So it's like Logan to me showed me a side that I was like so confused on, kind of.
One of the top comments was Jake is a good oh man, this is another story you got to get into. Should I tell it right now? Just because it paints the picture of who Jake is as a person, I think.
What story?
I'll tell it right now. Fousey did a podcast with Bradley Martin, and in that podcast, I know we're jumping around, but it makes sense. In that podcast, Fousey goes, I'm going to expose Jake Paul right now. I'm going to expose him for everything he is. And Fousey, he like lost all his money, like all the millions that he made from YouTube and all that. He lost it. So he called Jake and was like, yo, bro, I don't know what to do. And Jake told him, yo, there's this therapist in LA. They'll put you through like this week-long regimen or whatever, and she's really good. Fousey calls the lady. She tells him how much it is, and Fousey says, I can't afford it. Jake ends up finding this out and paying for his whole entire thing. Fousey said that it saved his life. And Jake said, yo, don't tell anyone. I want to do this out of like the kindness of my heart. I don't want anyone to know. But Fousey ended up telling it. But so bringing it back to the Logan thing, one of the top comments on that podcast was, Jake is a good guy pretending to be bad. Because he plays the villain role in all these fights.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy, like, deep down. Where Logan is a bad guy pretending to be good.
Damn,
and you can kind of see that. I don't know if it's, like, fully true, but you can kind of see, like, Logan, like, puts on an act for the camera, but when it comes down, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I definitely see that. Like, I feel like I've seen, like, I noticed things watching the podcast. Like, even when, I don't know if you guys saw, but Logan Paul, like, called out Bradley Martin. And the way Logan was acting in that, he was just, like, pretty much what you were saying in that comment. Like he's like trying to put on this persona, but really deep down, like he knows who he is, and he's like, I don't know. It's just
that was another thing. The way he called out Bradley Martin was like, oh, Bradley Martin, I don't like how you are. You're old. How are you gonna say you want to see Jake get knocked out, but you're his friend at the same time? Where it's just like, I think Bradley is just in it for the entertainment.
Yeah,
and Logan's like saying, oh, you're doing it for clicks. You're calling him out for clicks. Everything is clicks at the end of the day. So It's like, but I don't know. He's acting like he's higher at this higher place than everyone, but he had to go through that character development. So if anyone should understand, he should understand that people have to go through stuff.
And you know, Logan is in the wrong when KSI, who KSI and Logan, they're business partners now in Prime. KSI drops a video reacting to the podcast, and KSI and Jake, they have beef. So the whole reaction, KSI is just ripping Jake. But if you go in the comments, everyone's like, bro, I'm a big fan of you, KSI, but honestly, you're in the wrong for this one. Jake is in the right. Logan was clearly in the wrong. So that's how you know.
There's sense. Yeah, because he wasn't regular Jake, and he was just I gave her, and I'm not anti Jake.
You are. You
I
could
just
say
don't
it.
rock with Jake. All right,
I'm not anti-Jake.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Jake. I'm not a Jake.
Every time Jake Paul fights, you want to see him sleep.
Yeah, but hey, maybe
That's fine though.
But my perspective.
But you respect him, though.
Yeah, my perspective completely changed after that podcast. Like, he is honestly, and then I don't know exactly, he could be lying, but he's a genuine person. What he's doing to his brother, he's his older brother who he probably looked up to, who probably guided him through everything. He's like, brother, you're wrong. And big brothers don't like to hear that. I know you guys go back and forth sometimes, and it's like, sometimes a big bro got to be put in his place, and I got to give respect to Jake on that.
Respect to Jake for standing up and
true.
not folding.
Yeah, he could have easily folded. And I think it was so disrespectful of Logan to say that he was the better boxer right after the fight.
Yeah, this
Let him
part-
have it.
this
That's like
part
you
was
after
crazy.
your fight and then me going, oh, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just so
Dude,
disrespectful.
yeah,
And first off, dude, let's talk about this. I think Jake is way better, bro. Logan hasn't even won a fight.
No, for real, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why last episode we got into this a little bit. But literally,
I think Logan's the easy fight. I
Logan
just don't even
hasn't-
think
he
he has
hasn't
that
proved-
dog in him.
he doesn't have that dog in him. He only throws the one, and he hasn't proven himself.
He's fought the best boxer in the world,
And
though.
took L.
The best fighter in the world that's 5.5 feet tall, bud.
And what is he, like 50? How old is Floyd Mayweather? He's in his 40s.
Yeah, so like Logan's like, if Logan wanted to say, "Oh, you're fighting all these old," I don't know, bro. It just
I don't think Logan would say that.
I don't think he
That's-
would.
That's a little far.
Bro,
but you know who would say that? KSI likes to pull the card on Jake saying, "Oh, you're fighting all these old UFC fighters." Buddy, KSI, your last fight, you fought a 40-year-old boxer. I went and took a look at this dude's boxing fights. Buddy, I don't know if
and then through the elbow.
Whoa.
and then won by an elbow. He didn't even beat him in boxing.
the
Like, if
thing-
you're going to throw elbows, take it to MMA.
Look, mark my words.
Jeff had a great point at the end of the whole argument. Jeff was like, at the end of the day, everyone, like KSI, Jake, Logan, any fighter, you got to go in there believing you're the best.
Yeah.
If you don't go in there believing you're the best, you probably shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah, but there's a time.
But from our perspective, from the outside, it's our perspective to say, like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, Jake has been about that action. What is he, 7-1? So he's been active. Logan, he hasn't fought.
What's his last fight against Floyd Mayweather? How long ago was that?
It was long, like 3
2
years.
years?
He fought KSI
Yep,
twice.
KSI twice.
And who?
But
And
he just-
smaller KSI? Floyd Mayweather?
Bro, but Floyd Mayweather's whooping KSI and Jake. You know what also got me in the podcast?
bro.
Bro, you know what also got me was when Logan said, I can sell more pay-per-view than you can. I was like, how if you're not active? And this is what really got me is like, this Dylan Dennis fight, if he loses, bro, this podcast is going to come back up and it's literally going to attack this man. So, Logan, hey, buddy.
Yeah, let's get into that. If you guys didn't know, there's a new Misfits Prime card. KSI is facing off against Tommy Fury. We already talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
But what came out is that Logan Paul is facing off against Dylan Dennis, MMA fighter, UFC fighter. If I'm being honest, I've seen clips of Dylan Dennis striking, and I don't know if it's even striking. It's kind of just like pillow taps, you know? It's like pop, pop, pop. So I think Logan's going to win, but if I'm being 100% honest, after that podcast that he had with Jake, I would like to see Dylan Dennis beat Logan Paul.
Whoa.
I would like to see that, bro.
Whoa.
Dude, am I wrong for saying that? Like, I feel like Logan could use a little bit of humbling, especially after seeing how he was acting in the episode.
It would be great to see him saying he's better than Jake, and then if he took out a Dennis, have to be like, you can't say better than Jake after that.
Yeah.
Because Dennis is probably I don't know.
Because they'll never fight.
Dennis in the ring, he right now he doesn't look too good, but out of the ring, a brother knows how to roast,
Dude.
bro. He's been going in.
He is a dog, a savage. He is a mental. he will try to attack you mentally, bro. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's his only chance,
Yo,
bro.
like
he has to defeat you before he gets to the ring, because once they get in that ring, bro, he's taken out.
Yo, he is a dog. The stuff that he's doing to Logan, bro, is it's like...
If you guys don't see, he's going absolutely crazy. He's posting every single picture of Logan's fiance with all of her exes, just like all of her exes, like kissing, all this, making compilations of it. Oh man, he's made so many memes. He even posted. This was I don't know. He posted her nudes.
Are they real? Because Dylan Dennis is known to like forge stuff, like fake DMs and fake stuff. So
I don't know.
Are real nudes?
I don't know. I didn't see them.
It's the principle behind it, though. Like, the concept that he's trying to do. Because if you don't know, like us, we don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah, but like, if you don't know, you probably assume. Like, a common person is going to assume.
And, bro, let me tell you, anybody who disrespects, like, my girl, like, that's one family or like, my significant other, any type of disrespect like that, bro, like, my kids, like, yo, I need the fight to happen ASAP. Because, bro, the disrespect is insane that he's doing, bro. Posting, oh my God.
But he'll post all these memes and stuff.
I need Logan to win. Logan
will
win.
It's so insane that Logan Paul sent a cease and desist to Dylan Dennis about this whole situation because of the photos.
Look, then they post this picture too. Logan, when he sees color for the first time, absolutely crying, like mesmerized. Logan's when he sees I can't even say it. When he sees like someone that died for the first time, and he's laughing. I don't know, these memes, he's absolutely going through all of Logan's past and going absolutely crazy.
Dang.
Dylan Dennis knows how to troll and promote. I'll give him that, bro.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Like, I don't know if he's even going to show up to the fight, but he's got me hyped for it.
Who's the backup?
Honestly, though, but dude, then he posted a picture of this. Logan and Dwarf Mamba sitting next to each other, and then Logan and his girlfriend sitting next to each other, or fiance sitting next to each other, because their faces, like, look similar. Like, and then he was saying, like, she's just a tall dwarf. Oh, man. But he's going absolutely in. But you know what? When it comes to the fight game.
He's not showing up.
When it comes to the fight game, is anything off limits? Because Conor McGregor would go absolutely in. And then Dylan Dennis made a great point. Bro, KSI, when he was about to fight Dylan Dennis, and then Dylan Dennis, like, backed out for whatever reason. Dude, KSI was going after Dylan's mom. And going like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have your mom in after the ring. And so it's like, where, you know?
Yeah, where do you draw the line?
There's no line.
Or even some of the stuff Logan says.
All is fair in love and war, man.
Yeah.
Or even, dude, remember, how was KSI even talking bad about Dylan Dennis? KSI, when he fought Logan Paul, wore a mask to the weigh-ins of Logan Paul's girlfriend or whatever at the time, like the Chloe Bennett girl. So it's like all comes around in circles, and Dylan Dennis made a great point. If you're gonna give it, you got to be able to take it, and I think that's how it goes in life.
And you can't be mad at the other person saying, "Oh, they're barely promoting the fight." When Dylan Dennis is trying to go in, create that buzz to promote the fight, how you gonna hate on a brother, man?
It just, man, if you speak so much crap and then you just take out.
Posting the nudes if they're fake, though, you know.
Yeah, that's bad. But everything else, I think so.
Everything else, though, I'm here.
He's not showing up. He's not showing up. Mark my words right now. He's not showing up.
And it came out that if Dylan Dennis doesn't show up, Dylan has to pay a $100,000 fine to Logan Paul.
What's $100,000 to like him?
Apparently, everyone's calling Dylan Dennis broke.
But his mom's rich, though, apparently.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Mama, I'm going to disrespect all the other moms and girlfriends, but just pay this $100,000 fine.
Yeah, I don't think he shows up. So what happens if he doesn't show up?
Hakeem Rockman Jr. is the backup.
Yep. Logan Paul versus Hakeem Rockman Jr. I don't know how Hakeem Rockman Jr. even got grouped into all this like celebrity YouTube boxing, because apparently he's like a real boxer. It's kind of like Tommy Fury's like grouped into it. I don't know.
They probably paid him.
Definitely paying him.
Well, someone has to be the first official boxer. So I think he just happened to be him.
So let me ask you guys.
Someone had to be the first one Jake fought. And it just, you know, it was a popular... He was kind of an influencer before, too.
Oh, Tommy
Because of,
Fury?
like, Too Hot to Handle.
And, yeah.
And he was kind of new and same size. It just kind of worked.
And he's in the legendary family.
Yeah, he's in a family, yeah. Let me ask you guys this. So, how does Logan become better than Jake?
Logan becomes better than Jake? He doesn't, bro.
Dude, I think it's a mentality thing.
Yeah.
And I think Jake... I just see that mentality in Jake. I think KSI has got it too. Like, when they're in the ring, it's like you flip a switch, bro. I don't know if Logan has that.
I think Logan is perfect for the WWE.
Yeah, he's great.
He's an entertainer. He's on paper. If they have the same mentality, Logan Paul beats Jake Paul. KSI, he beats everyone. Dude, that guy's biceps are massive. He's bigger. He's taller. He's more athletic. But the only thing he lacks, I really think, is that inner dog that Jake and KSI have.
Like, they do whatever it takes.
Like, Logan has that dog when it comes to every other aspect, when it comes to business, when it comes to performing, when it comes to putting on a show. But when it comes to kill or be killed, I don't know if
I think he's getting killed.
He's married, bro. You know, it's like
Yo.
You get married, you can't fight.
you can, but it's
not a dog if you're married.
I don't think he had a dog before that.
Oh, true. So he's not gonna have a dog now.
We'll never see Logan Paul fight Jake, and we'll never see KSI fight Logan Paul 3. So,
and I want to say this. Dang. I posted like a clip from the last podcast, and it was us three talking about Jake Paul or Logan Paul. And then I said, yo, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And someone was like, dude, Logan's definitely way better. Like, he's taller, he's way more athletic, he's in the WWE, he's all this and that. But it's like, bro, just because you're athletic doesn't mean you can fight. We've seen that over and over. First, that was Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. Everyone's like, dude, NBA champion or NBA slam dunk contest winner. He's an absolute animal on the basketball court. This dude's so athletic. Gets dropped in like the first round.
oh, for real.
It's not all about that. It's
classic.
It's a skill set. Maybe it's a street fight. You know, Logan, he's athletic. He can do some stuff. You know, he's 260.
Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua. Let's pop those pictures up right now.
Whoa, this is gonna be a crazy. I cannot wait.
Crazy. Guess who won? Andy Ruiz. So it's like, and I think it's just about having the skills and then having that dog too.
Yeah.
Having both.
You gotta have both.
Logan probably has all the tangible skills, but
doesn't always mean.
I think Jake Paul wakes up and breathes that.
Yeah.
Logan and KSI are both doing so much other stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense that they're like that. Jake is, dude. It would not make sense if Jake wasn't better. You know what I'm saying?
If Jake wasn't better, I'd be like, buddy,
I'd be like, dude,
what are you doing?
You gotta. What are you doing all day if you're not trained? Like he says, because Jake Paul, he wakes up. Seems like that's all he's doing. He's training. He's running.
This is the main thing: the boxing, and then and then Jake's podcast. All the other stuff is like side.
Yeah.
Logan, it's like all this, and then boxing is like, oh, okay, I'll box here.
Yeah. So it would not make sense if Jake wasn't.
It's like a
better,
hobby to him.
know? Yeah.
A hobby, but then
He
Jake
just
Paul,
wants to hop in and out and then steal Jake's fight.
But he was trying to like make it seem like I do this. Like I am him. I can beat you. I can sell more tickets. And
I think it's good to believe. But I mean, right after your brother's thing, I don't think that's the time and place to belittle him and be like, I'm better than you. It's, dude, come on.
So we can conclude Jake Paul is about that action, and Logan Paul just isn't as much about that action.
He's got to prove himself.
Yeah.
And speaking of someone else that has to prove himself and isn't about that action, Elon Musk, buddy. They've been hyping this Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg fight this whole time. Came out. Elon isn't about it, man.
Elon's saying, oh, I need to get surgery. Oh, let me get some training. Oh, I'm too heavy for you, Zuck.
I think he just saw a picture of Mark Zuckerberg and was like, damn, buddy's low-key ripped. And it's just a massive L if you take out.
So this thing ain't happening. Mark Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk ain't happening. Next
Something
topic.
that also isn't happening, the Drake times Bobbi podcast. It actually already happened, but it's no longer on the internet anymore.
Yeah.
They unfollowed each other. You're a big fan of Bobbi, you know?
I'm a big fan of Bobbi. I would do it.
And you're a big, she's married.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad, bro, that they were in a bed together. Like, what could go wrong?
Yeah, they unfollowed each other. The podcast got taken down. And I was reading the comments on the news post that posted that. And it's a lot of people saying one thing and then a lot of people saying the other thing.
What are they saying?
This is I'm just reading the comments. Everyone's saying, damn, Drake really hit it and quit it. That's what a lot of people are saying.
I can see that.
They're also saying, like, yo, Drake hit her with the Ice Spice treatment.
What does that mean?
Could you relate? Could you elaborate?
I think I don't really know the full story, but I think Drake, he followed Ice Spice. You know, they were hanging out. He flew her out, and then, you know, Drake probably did his thing and then unfollowed her.
Oh, yeah, she was at a concert. At one of Drake's concerts.
Yeah, Bobbi Altoff was just at Drake's concert.
Like, doing her thing.
Doing her thing. They, you know, who knows what happened after that concert. But then...
She's married with a kid, right?
I don't know if she is married with a kid. That may have been false information. I thought I saw it, but
She's a
maybe-
mom.
No, she was on.
She does have a kid. She does have a
She
kid.
has a kid.
She has a kid.
Is she married though?
She's married.
She's married.
Not anymore.
Confirmation. Married with 2 kids.
Married with 2 kids. Ooh.
Oh my! Listen, if my girlfriend told me that, hey babe, Drake is flying me out to his concert, I'm gonna look at her in her face. I'm gonna be like, look, divorce costs this much. Saying no to Drake costs this much. Choose wisely, and then that's simple, because
Dude, I'm asking for a second ticket for me. I'm saying, babe, ask if your friend can go.
dress up as a girl. Oh, Drake!
Oh, man.
Yo, Drake.
But
Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
Oh, Drake.
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, he can do that, but I feel like on that scale, it's just publicized. Because I'm sure people do that all the time.
What?
Hit him with that follow, then hit him with that unfollow, right?
But what does that mean, though?
What do you mean? What does it mean, bro?
The unfollow.
What do you mean?
I'm
What do you
just
think
saying.
happened?
Unfollow and follow thing. The unfollow and follow thing. I guess I could kind of get that. It's like maybe he's like it's a little disrespectful, but I mean it's like if Drake followed everyone he knew, that dude probably
he'd be following a lot of random people though. Like I was checking on his thing the other day because it popped up and I was like, oh, let's see, and it's just a bunch of random girls, like no followers.
probably hit it, quit it.
Those are the
Hit it, quit it,
the burner
unfollow,
accounts,
bro.
the burner accounts. But the thing is, the Bobbi took it off YouTube as well, and that was her.
That's my question.
That's money.
I think maybe this is what. Oh, this is what the other comments were
She
saying.
did, huh?
This is what
It's off YouTube.
This is what the other comments were saying. Like on the other side. Now I don't know if this is true. This is just like people commenting on the internet, so probably not true. But people are saying, "Damn, Drake tried to hit it, but then Bobbi wasn't about it." So then she unfollowed him and took it down off YouTube.
Oh, that'd be power move by Bobby.
That would be a
Reverse
power
card.
move by Bobby. But then also it's like,
Why take
would
that
you
episode
take
down?
down your
No.
episode with Drake, your biggest episode, almost like 7 million views?
No, 10.
10?
Yeah, it was going crazy.
And-
And no, I would make a solo podcast and expose him.
Damn, Drake tried to
Not
slide on
expose,
you,
but like, and then she can't do any other interviews with anyone.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
that's-
you can't expose.
And then you get on
But
that bad
the
side.
amount of money
Yeah,
she
that's tough.
lost, bro. Like,
No, she didn't lose it though. She still made
she's-
all the money from that. It was just she can't make any more from that video.
dang.
She still made the money from that vid. It's not like when you delete a vid
Well,
that they
Bobby-
come back for it.
Bobby, if you're down to come to NCK's concert, it's coming up real soon. We don't know when.
we have an open seat for you right here.
And I promise you that when he follows you, he will stay followed.
Yes.
Okay, what's next?
Oh, buddy. Shout out Bobby though.
Shout out Bobby. I like Bobby.
She's
bro.
cool. She's funny.
Yeah, she is funny. I saw her on another podcast. And
Like
then-
where she's not doing her thing.
yeah, where she's not like in character, because like when she's doing her interviews, she's like awkward on purpose. And that's,
Oh,
like
on purpose? That's
it's like
actually-
it's like a bit.
Oh yeah, it's a bit. It's
No
It's
way.
a bit. She pretends.
Yeah, but then
Bro.
she was on BFFs with Dave Portnoy and Josh Richards, and she's like acting like a normal human would.
She's
you know?
actually pretty funny.
She's a
pretty
normal-
She's
I
like
need
a
to-
chill person.
I
you
need
know?
to watch that.
Like she seems
She
like
reminds
she's a
me
good
of, like, yeah.
personality.
I'm
Reminds
just
you of
saying
what?
though.
She reminds you of what?
I'm just saying.
Like the way she talks.
Of what? She reminds you
That
of
one
what?
person that you went on a date with one time.
Oh.
I can't tell you right now.
Second letter.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know
Can't tell
about
you.
the love life.
Ooh.
man.
No, we're not getting into that. What's
Oh,
next on the
So you had something crazy.
I just listen.
So you were upset that she was losing money. And
I was-
speaking of money,
Speaking of money, man, Bobby, if the YouTube doesn't work out for you, you can head over to UPS because they just upgraded some buku, some money, some celery, some greens.
some
Like,
ung sing lao.
whop.
Yo, for any worker, bro, I think the current, what is the salary, is 170,000? Is that how much it is?
Yeah.
That's insane. I might just quit DJing and just deliver packages. Let me practice.
Truckers make
Dude,
a lot
I mean,
of
back in the day, you were amazing at delivering packages, I heard.
Oh, I was UPS delivery, FedEx, fast UPS, stamp delivered.
What do you mean by that?
He delivered a lot of packages to
He delivered his package?
My
Yeah.
package. We actually had Fabolous Express. Where
Express delivery.
overnight.
Same day? Was it, a lot of same day overnight
no
delivery?
no days. It was all overnight shipping. All overnight.
You know how so you click, you order something on Amazon, it goes 2 to 3 business days, 5 to 6. He was working by the hour.
It said right now.
So we can deliver it in 1 hour.
But yeah, UPS is I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're giving the workers more money. And all I can
170 grand starting salary? for UPS?
From what
drivers?
I saw, I don't know if it was 170,000. This guy broke it down. It was $170,000 of value.
Oh, so like benefits probably.
Benefits and
like
all that. Healthcare.
That's good though.
Yeah, overtime and all that.
That's actually good.
It's still really good.
Yeah.
Because
He was saying you'd have to make you have to have a other job and make $170,000 to get the same level of benefit. So basically,
So pretty much 170 racks.
yeah, you're living the lifestyle of 170 racks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they be
for
dripped out,
delivering-
bro. They just need to listen. UPS, if you're watching, which I know you guys are, because we're the #1 podcast in the world, in the United States.
Nebula.
Yeah, you get it. Please put AC in your vehicles, man. We live in Florida. We're in a global boiling. Just put AC for the boys, man.
If they put AC, are you leaving the podcast and moving to UPS?
I'm going straight to UPS.
I respect that.
And I just respectfully, guys, you guys understand, man.
No, that I you have to.
I'd be mad if you didn't, bro.
But yeah, just put ACs in there.
Deliver some more packages, you know.
No, I'm retired from the delivering side. I'll probably like run NCK's
Logistics.
packaging services. Put him in routes, which way to go in life, up, down.
Some good package needs to be delivered a couple floors up.
Yep. But man, UPS, gang. What's next?
Big time gang for the UPS people.
Dude, no, but you know, bro, my
my
friend used to be a trucker. They be making a lot of money, bro. Truckers.
Dude, yeah.
But because think about it, bro. It's a lot of sacrifice. UPS delivery drivers, I feel like that's like different. You're not going as far. If you're a UPS, you're probably staying like locally in the area with that truck.
Yeah.
But like those semi-truck drivers, bro, they be gone like a long time, bro. Like you're like living on the road. You're sleeping in that truck. They make like $100,000 a year, though. I've heard.
Crazy. But
Truck drivers?
UPS, you
No.
can make more though.
yeah, you're making more at UPS. And are you getting 1099 is the question.
Okay. I
If
don't
you're
know
not
that- all
getting
right,
paid,
man.
no.
Truck driver. I
Well,
didn't do my research on that. Okay?
speaking of
I'll admit
money-
it this time.
Speaking of big money, Neymar just got a baggie.
I'm about to call.
How much did he make?
I'm about to call him right now.
Okay.
You're calling Neymar?
Yep. Hello? Neymar! Utukurma, Neymar.
What language is that from?
Utskaba, Neymar. Hey, man, tell the fans how much money you made. Yeah, bro. That's a lot of money. Yo, I'm going to call you back, Neymar. I'm gonna call
Yeah,
you
I didn't
back.
hear how much. You kind of left that part out.
I don't know how much they actually said.
100 million euro.
Can we get a conversion on 100 million euro to USD? 219 million?
Whoa,
Is that
whoa, no, that's
accurate?
not accurate. That's not accurate.
Hold up, keep-
100. It's not a 1-to-2 ratio for euro to USD now, is it? How bad is United States inflation?
Pretty bad. If
Dude,
that's
it used
the
to be
case.
it used to be pretty close. I
Bro,
thought.
that's not...
No, bro, you're capping.
Bro, I thought that was...
Dude, this guy's
I
capping.
knew it wasn't, dude. I knew my. It's like 1.3, right? Or 1.
100 million euro equals 109.2 million.
I knew it was
USD.
so close, bro. Come on, man. He wants a viral clip over there.
Hey, he's trying to spread us this false information.
So basically 100 milli for how long?
2 years, so 50 mil each year. Honestly, bro, come on, Neymar. Those numbers.
Get your numbers up, honestly.
Like
Oh,
you're
for
not
real.
getting no
Dude,
bees, buddy.
Fousey just signed for 15 mil 1 year. You're talking to me you're only worth 3 times a Fousey? Fousey, dude. Fousey just signed, I don't know if it's true, 1 year for kick, 15 mil. That's only 35 mil behind Neymar. And 35 mil is a lot of money, but...
Neymar's good, bro. He's actually good.
And
Like,
Fousey just started popping the past 30 days again.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
the comeback of Fousey has to be studied. This guy, it has to be studied, bro.
Yo.
This guy was the biggest YouTuber. I'm talking with all the fake pranks, 100 millies out
Dude
there.
was on top of the game.
Dose of Fousey, the bruh-bruhs. And then falls so hard with his manic episode. Will spend all his money getting DJ Khaled and Drake to the Coliseum. Didn't even get him. Whole event canceled. Then he gets so chubby. Then this man comes back and gets ripped.
Absolutely ripped.
Like, I don't think there's been another YouTuber more ripped than this man, dude.
Oh,
He didn't have an
transformation of
ounce.
the decade.
crazy.
He could have been a whole fitness influencer. And then he fights Deji, who hasn't won yet. He's basically fighting the worst version of Logan Paul. And then he takes L. Then he gets so chubby.
Falls
Falls
off.
off.
It's like this, bro. He goes on these crazy highs where he's on top of the YouTube game. Boom, he falls down. Then he goes crazy shape. He's ready to box again, and then he takes L, and that just sent him spiraling back down.
Didn't post for months. Got so chubby. Got so depressed. He said he was ready to sign up for UPS or Uber.
Yeah, he did say that.
But
Or Costco.
But then, out of nowhere, he's like, yo, I'm going to do this live streaming thing. 24-hour live streams. Only been doing it for 30 days, where 30 days is a lot, but let's be honest. 30 days to change your life? Comes back, gets a massive deal. Maybe it's not 15 mil. Maybe it's less. Maybe it's more.
It's M's, though.
It's M's.
It's multiple M's.
And an M can change your life.
Oh, 100%.
He could quit.
He said in his whole YouTube career, he made 7 mil around.
Which seems low for the numbers.
I thought it would have been way higher.
Like
with the numbers he was pulling.
He said he got offered brand deals for like up to $500,000. He was talked about.
Yeah, so I think he made way more than 7 mil.
Someone is capping.
I don't know. Someone do the math on that.
Maybe 7 mil gross, so maybe he made 14 mil and then taxes and all that. But
yeah, maybe that makes sense.
I could see 14 mil. But dude, and then coming back now, and
30 days
he's
to
working.
go. 30 days to go from like kind of like he had his little run of doing like YouTuber boxing like interviews and stuff, but that wasn't like crazy popping.
No,
like that was just kind of like people. He was doing his thing.
He was just doing his thing.
But now it's like people talking about him. He's doing like a little press run. He's on every podcast I'm seeing.
He's going
Dude,
crazy.
In 30 days?
he's living on the Himalayas, but he's going up and down like crazy.
Bro.
And people are worried that he's gonna fall down crazy hard again with
Yeah.
some of the stuff he's saying.
Because like a lot of times when he does go and he goes like 100% on something, you know?
Yeah.
So like a lot of people are worried that that's what he's doing right now. And he's been live like 24/7 for the past.
It's called a subathon. When you're streaming platforms, when you go live you're supposed to go live for 30 days. You're going to show the viewers how you sleep, how you eat, how you wake up.
It doesn't have to be 30 days, does it?
Yeah, it's a subathon.
It's always 30 days?
Yeah,
Like a marathon is 26.2, a subathon is considered 30 days.
Yeah.
For real?
So when Kai,
my bad. I didn't know it was
there's
like
like
an
a whole
actual
bunch of
measurement.
Twitch streamers who do it. Kai did it to like the full extent where he put cameras all over his house, so they followed him.
What do you do when they shower?
They shower with like boxers on. Yeah. Crazy.
And then what?
That's it. You watch them shower. People like that. People will donate.
What's the average viewership in one of his streams? I'm wondering, like, when does it peak and when is it like lower? When he's sleeping, how many are there? 10,000 people watching?
People watch that. It's
how many
insane.
people though? Do we know the numbers?
I don't know exactly how many people.
I'm curious because I'm sure like when he's about to do something crazy, the numbers go crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy, bro, because he was like, no one was really talking about him. He was just kind of in his own lane doing his boxing little thing.
Kind of was like, yeah, that's Fousey.
Yeah, that's Fousey for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, this dude's going crazy. He's like, he was one of the top streamers on Twitch, wasn't he?
Number 8.
Number 8.
And number 1 in IRL.
Yeah.
Number 8 in
real
a
life, yeah.
month, though.
Is he not signed with Happy Punch no more? Is that not his no more?
I think it might still be his and Keemstar's. Surrounding Happy Punch?
Okay, we're getting intel that Happy Punch and Fousey, and there's a lot of drama going on.
Exposed who? Fousey exposed Keem?
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, that does explain why Keem and Fousey, I think they have a little bit of beef now because Keemstar was like exposing Fousey for the recent allegations.
Keemstar comes back to Drama Alert. Welcome back.
Damn.
Crazy.
Maybe a Fousey Keemstar fight would be nice.
That'd be fair.
That expression of keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. He was saying that because Star almost drove himself to push over the edge.
Yeah, that is true. Keemstar and Fousey used to be like mortal enemies, bro. And then they partnered up on Happy Punch. That is a little bit odd how that.
Just like
whole
KSI
thing
and
happened.
Logan too.
Oh, my goodness. I see it coming.
So who's our biggest enemy? Not biggest enemy, but
The Island Boys?
I can't see myself collabing with them.
It is me.
I could see our fists collabing with their face though.
Ooh, that would be a good collab.
Oh, that's a bar.
I think you got that's like a multi-part collab, you know?
Yeah, like a 25-piece combination.
Would y'all bare knuckle them? You would bare knuckle
Yeah,
them.
bro. Dude, I'm not even kidding. If they were like, yo, come down here, I would do it. I would just do it for a YouTube vid at this point. I don't know, bro. It's just, I don't, but whatever. We talk about that so
Yeah.
much.
I mean,
don't
you
even
are
care.
1-0 in
next?
the
What's
streets. In the streets, you are 1-0.
I think I'm more about the streets, you know?
What's next? What's the next? What else we got?
We got this segment. I don't know if you want to go into this, but
Well, before you go,
it's entertaining.
I shot my pants the other day.
Oh, well, speaking of shatting your...
It's a true story, bro. I had this.
Oh,
There's
he
this
did.
restaurant, and man, I'm just, me and Ricky, we've been on the health wave, but I've been cheating a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Past week and a half, too.
Past week and a half, got sick, fell off the training, fell off the eating good, had like 3 milkshakes.
Got really sick.
Three
past-
milkshakes?
3 milkshakes in the past 3 days. That's not what made me shat my pants, though. It's
You think?
No, I think. I mean, it probably played a role because those 3 days were leading up to this day, and it was on the 4th day. I went to this place, and it's supposed to be healthy. It's called Fresh Kitchen, Sounds like a healthy place. They give you healthy stuff. But, man, it was just so oily that day. And if you guys know anything about food and oil, when you eat something real oily, bro, it upsets your tummy a little bit. So I eat Fresh Kitchen, and then I lay down on my floor. That's what I do. I like to lay down on my floor because I just, I don't know. I just like doing it. So I'm laying down on my floor, and I got a fart. So I tense up the abdomen to squeeze the fart out, and then immediately, bro, it wasn't like a little bit of gas, and then shit just comes out. It was like, bro, I squeezed the abdomen, and then immediately I just felt a warm sensation tingle and like grow out of my butt. Bro.
No, bro.
And then I run to the bathroom, bro. Ricky saw the
Yeah,
video.
he took a video of it and
You
sent it.
took a video?
He was vlogging it.
I ain't popping it up.
But while he was filming, he had the glamour bold filter on. I don't know if you know what it makes you look like handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
He had that filter on, which made it even funnier because he's like, "Yo, bro, I just pooped my pants," and it pans up to his face, and he just looks like his face is all like,
Bro, let me see this, bro.
look, you see it?
Bro, I don't know why this
see
filter is
it?
being used right now, but I just shat my pants, bro. I was laying down, and then literally I farted, and I felt something warm come out of my cheeks, bro. I just shat them. I'm wearing white pants too, buddy.
Oh, my. Yo, throw those pants away, bro.
We'll pop up that video so you guys can see it. But it was just a funny story that happened. I just felt like sharing it with you.
Peed your pants.
That-
now you pooed your pants.
That's crazy
It's the
because
evolution. You always got to keep evolving. You don't want to stay stagnant in the same place. Everyone's saying, NCK, you pee your pants. You're the dude that peed your pants at Target. Now I'm the dude that shat his pants on the ground.
on the
Just
ground.
kidding.
At least it was
Please
home.
don't-
At least it was at your house.
Please don't call me that.
Which is interesting because it leads me to DJ Fabuloso's fun fact of the week.
Corn?
Did you guys know that farts can travel at 7 miles per hour? And that is what NCK did. It says, did you let one slip? A fart can actually travel from your body at a staggering speed of 7 miles per hour. That is faster than some animals can run. And
Buddy.
what?
Buddy.
that's all I can say. Fun
7
fact.
miles?
I'm not going to lie, bro. 7 miles an hour. Not too fast.
But
Yeah.
but that's a fart though. Like imagine how much pressure you pushed.
That's what I'm saying. 7 miles an hour seems low, bro.
It does seem low. I
Like,
don't know.
bro,
It's underwhelming.
This one maybe was like maybe I'll rate this at like a 2 mile an hour. It kind of just like oozed out of the cheeks, right? But some, bro.
Oh man, sorry if you're eating.
Yeah, we apologize.
But some, bro. If you're like, dude, you know when you gotta like force it out, it's like that pressure buildup. It's like a valve,
7? I feel like
and then
mine
all of a
go
sudden
way
it
more than
just
7.
boom. I feel like 7.
So like when your
or maybe
stomach is
7,
hurting and you're like holding it
7D.
and you're running in
Yeah,
and you're like
7D, bro.
"Ugh," and then just like one blop just comes out. You know what I'm talking about? Like that one blop where you've been holding it in for a long time and it just hits the toilet and then the water comes back
Or
up.
Sometimes I feel like the smaller ones might go faster because it's like, what's that equation? It's like force equals mass times acceleration.
Is that Newton's third law?
No, it's not. No, it's not that. But it's like the pressure equation. It's when you lessen the diameter that it has to escape, the pressure increases. So if you just have a small one and it just whizzes by like a small little hole, it's going at a faster speed. Like think about you put your finger over the hose, bro. Like you got the hose, it's going, water's just flowing.
But the pressure is still big.
Yeah, there's not a lot of pressure. There's a lot of flow, but not a lot of pressure. But when you put your thumb over the hose,
So it's the size of your hole.
It starts spraying.
It's the size of your hole. If you have a hole, than
Yeah,
high
that's
true.
pressure.
Yeah, but the size of your hole,
I see what you're saying,
the
Nick.
size of the exit route
Yeah, okay.
can change.
How do they measure the speed? Who said, "Hey, sir"?
They probably literally like have like a radar gun.
Yeah. Hey, sir, can you bend over, please? And can we clock your fart for us?
No,
please?
definitely, actually.
Dude, have you ever wanted to
Oh my
fart on a match that's lit and see if that actually is true?
And if it goes,
Yeah, see if it like turns into a fireball.
You gotta stop watching TV, Nick. You gotta stop watching TV.
Dude, apparently our uncles used to do it all the time back in Vietnam.
Does it actually work?
yeah,
I don't know.
apparently.
You
Can we try?
You gotta like take your shorts off though,
And you have to be like it's got to be a good one.
and you gotta put it pretty close. Yeah. Probably will like burn all the hairs back there too, which
Bro,
is kind of key.
this
'Cause,
is- oh,
like,
man.
shaving
All
does
right,
this
all
stuff.
right.
Bro, wait.
All right.
Yo, there's a guy on TikTok. He farts on demand and he pranks call location.
Oh, I
You know,
seen that guy.
like,
How does he do that?
I don't know how he does it.
He'll be on the phone. You got to tell him, bro. Have you seen
Bro, there's
No,
a
I
guy,
have not seen this.
Bro, there's a guy on TikTok. He can just fart on demand.
that? And big, bro.
And I'm talking about like it sounds so fake. Like
Is it real?
it's a real thing, bro.
It's not like audio after he just adds it in the
No,
audio.
because he has multiple clips of this. And like
Oh, so that makes it. That's like saying Jack Doherty. Is that one video from Jack Doherty real? No, he's filmed multiple videos.
But
So
I'm
it has to
saying-
be- like they're all fake, right?
well, the concept, I guess. Well, whatever he's doing, hey, he calls locations and he's like, "Yeah, man, can I get a?" I was just wondering if you could give me a. And
Yeah,
it's like,
bro.
It's like on demand, bro. It's crazy. It's actually. I know we're talking about this too much, but if you guys, yeah.
No.
Please, Nick.
It was silent. It was silent. That was like a 2 mile an
That was
hour.
a 2 mile per hour.
All right, great segment from DJ Fabuloso. But I'm bringing back a segment we only did one time before when our cousin was on the podcast. This episode is called, this segment is called Am I the A-hole? Ready?
Yes.
Breaking it down. Basically, it's a situation that happens, and then we break it down and we say, yo, who's in the right, who's in the wrong? All right?
Give it to me.
So a man explained in a now deleted Reddit post, and he said that his wife was diagnosed with a terminal disease and had about 9 months left to live. Of course, he wanted to support her through her devastating final moments and grant her whatever wish and whatever she wanted to do, right? You got 9 months left. Like, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Greece? Do you want to go on the pyramids of Giza? What do you want to do? But when she disclosed that she's been longing to sleep with her ex one last time,
What?
he wasn't sure how to feel.
Oh man, that's tough. That's a tough one.
Woman with 9 months left to live asks husband if she can sleep with ex one last time.
That's her dying wish.
No, bro. Hey, that ex
Dude.
must have. All I could say, that ex must have laid it down.
No cap, bro. If that's her dying
That's
wish,
her
bro.
dying wish. Like, yo, he must have. They must have. I want to know. He probably. Oh, bro.
Man, if I was her, how did she ask that with 9 months left? Or that's like something you ask with like a week left, so the dude doesn't have to like be in agony for the whole 9 months.
Some
you know?
people are saying she should have just done it, not told him, because now when she dies, I don't know. It just it ruins him too. She just kind of messed his mental up.
His whole mental is probably got to be like, yo, did she even want to be with me the whole time, or was she wanting to be with her ex the whole time and she just like settled for me, but
Someone
didn't
said
really
this.
want to be with me.
I think this is the best comment. I just read it. He said, I'd let her do it, file for divorce, and let her family pay the rest of those medical bills. As messed up as it is, bro, if that's, I don't know, man. That's,
Yeah.
Take out. Are we
saying who's in the wrong?
Take out for
Is
him.
he the asshole? Is he the asshole? That's the
guy?
segment. Who is the asshole in the situation?
The girl.
Or
Well, we don't know. We don't know what he did though. So yeah, we need to determine what the question is here. Who is the asshole? Are we asking if it's asshole for her to ask that question? Is that what we're asking? Is she the asshole? Does she want it in there?
no. The man, angered and hurt, confronted her request, feeling trapped by her terminal illness. He resented the situation, unsure of his response's correctness, expressing deep discomfort. So he was basically like, he was telling her no.
How do you asking someone that you're with to get with another person? That's unless it's like an open relationship.
He's doing everything in his will and power to make sure that you're healthy Whatever you want. Even he don't know. He could be taking loans out. He could be selling stuff just to. It's like
I say if she really wants, she already said she wanted. There's no going back from saying that.
Yeah.
I say let her do it, and that dude pays all your bills.
I cut the ties right
Yep.
after that.
That's what I say. And
After
you
she
got to be
does
cold.
that, after she does that, you're dead to me.
Literally.
Oh.
How does that come to be about? How does that like?
That's
Hey,
cold
I'm
hearted,
about to
bro.
I'm about to die. I was wondering if
It's cold hearted.
we can go one more time.
It's a cold world out there, bro.
Bro, it's like the one guy who
cold-hearted,
cheated
man.
on the girl who gave the kidney. Remember that story? One of the podcasts a long time ago.
Yeah.
So what do you think
So
about
sad,
the world?
bro.
What do you think about this?
That's just sad.
I see all these things, bro, of online too, where it's like. I was
'Cause
talking to Fab the other day too.
It
Where he's,
messes up his mental. Listen, I think it's wrong, yes, that she's gonna go cheat, but sometimes like everything doesn't have to be expressed, and it's not good to do it behind people's back. But what you don't know won't hurt you, and it sucks that it's that way. And if you genuinely not happy with that person, I think you need to tell that person, because at the end of the day, you'll end up being the bad person, and that's what the scenario is here.
Being honest, bro, and if you're not happy with that person, you just got to tell them.
Yeah.
I think that's the way, man.
It's not easy. I don't expect you to say, oh, yeah, I don't want to be with you no more, because
that's
crying gets involved. They make you feel guilty. The guilt starts bearing in you. And it's like over time, you'll feel better because time heals it. But breakups are not easy. And this right here is because he's about to lose the girl that he thought he loved. Then she's telling me like, yo, I don't want your pee-pee. I want my ex-pee-pee.
Dude, that's like... Oh, man.
Sucks,
that's a
bro.
double stab.
whammy.
Yeah, that sucks,
Finding
man.
out that your girl is going to die, and then finding out that your girl wants to get clapped by her ex.
Either this guy's gonna go into a deep, dark depression, or he's
Sad.
gonna be more jacked than Fousey, bro. Like, really,
I hope the second one.
I really
I
do
know the
too.
second one.
But yeah, that stuff like that is like, love is a gamble, guys. And that's where we're at, bro. Yeah, but she is the a-hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she was feeling that way, you got to say it before. And people are afraid, but it's like that situation. I think a lot of people come into the world. We were talking about this earlier. When you come in, when you're a baby and you're born, you don't see color. Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Black
everything
white.
is new. When you're born, you don't know anything. Every baby is born on that same level.
Wait,
right?
you you don't see, like, you're
No,
colorblind when you're a baby?
You're colorblind when you're like a baby. I don't know. I think it's like don't quote me here, fourth or fifth month where you can start seeing color.
So you go into...
So babies legit, they don't see color.
Oh, they don't see
Yeah.
no color, bro. None.
That's,
Like, it's bigger than black and white.
bigger.
it's only black and white for
Only.
them. But
Yeah,
But-
black and white.
But so they go, so the baby's born, and it knows nothing, right? Where was I going with this? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Babies are stupid.
Yeah. No. So the baby's born, it doesn't know anything. I genuinely think that we all are born with like this good in us, I think. Because if you look at it like babies, yeah, they cry and all that, but they're the most genuinely happy and smiley and all that. And even kids, like some kids are annoying and all that at some point in their life. But kids will say it how it is. And only as they grow up, then they learn to filter stuff by like seeing how their parents argue or how they filter stuff. But I think as you grow up and then you get in these relationships, a lot of the times maybe there is a good person and a good person, but then it'll be a good girl and a good boy. But then say the girl does something, messes up the good guy. Then the good guy looks at all the girls now like, oh my gosh, all the girls are bad. Like F girls, I don't trust them anymore. So this good guy is now a bad guy.
He's on his
and
villain
say
arc.
he's on his villain arc. He gets with a good girl and he screws her over. Then the girl looks at the guy like, oh my gosh, all guys are like this. F guys. Then she goes and messes up a good guy, and the pattern, it's
Just keeps going.
Keeps
and
going.
going and going.
Multiplies exponentially. It's like a virus.
Yep.
And then how everyone is so accessible nowadays, it's more like people are in more relationships now than ever before.
Yeah, it's
think
like
so?
normal.
I think
You think there's more relationships?
entanglements.
Entanglements. I
Situationship.
agree.
I think there's less people
Yeah.
dating, actually boyfriend, girlfriend,
Yeah.
not cheating.
Not committed
Yeah.
relationships.
Like,
But-
they could be
but
boyfriend and girlfriend, but if they're cheating, I'm not.
They're hooking up.
not
That's what I'm
committed.
telling you.
I think
They're
there's
hooking up.
more interactions. I think there's way more
Oh
interactions.
yeah, more interactions.
Yeah.
Just because
Before it would be like
You
this,
just,
boom.
you just have to stay woke, man, and just know that you're gambling here. That's all it is, bro. And have no ties. Like, I'm a selfish person. I mean this like in a good way. I'm just caring about my well-being. And if I don't rock with you, I got to tell you as it is, and I'm going to continue on with my day because the earth is still going to spin. You going to do whatever you need to do, blah, blah, blah. But you just got to stay woke and just know that this is a gamble. And that's how it is. You're either going to win big or you're going to lose big. And sometimes you don't even lose big at all. It don't affect you. You just learn the lesson and you continue on with your day.
Do you think that's why some people just say, I don't want to gamble?
Yeah, bro. I don't like gambling at the casino.
But I'm saying, like, you
No,
know what I'm talking
people
about?
are scared. Yeah,
Are there a lot of
people are scared.
There's
bro.
a lot of people that are, like, go into their 30s, 40s, and then they're just like, I'm just going to be by myself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
A lot, I think.
I don't like gambling at the casino because it's like I'm afraid to lose that money. Like I feel like I'll lose that money because most of the time the house always wins, right? They always win. Most of the time you're going to lose your money. And if you translate that to love, it's like most of the time you end up breaking up, you know?
100%.
Or you end up getting played or it doesn't end up working out.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're left heartbroken.
Because think how many
most of
relationships
the time.
you had even to get to the good one. So most of the time,
Yeah.
So it's like instead of going to the casino, I'll do something else, you know? Instead of going for a relationship, I'll just
Go to the gym. Focus on
go
yourself.
to the gym, focus on myself instead of worrying about this and like probably taking out.
Yeah.
most likely. Nowadays, more than ever.
Yeah.
What's the, I don't know. The divorce rate.
I'm telling you, divorce rate, yes, bro. I was just about to say
And
divorce rate's
how many
insane.
people, how many relationships even make it to
There.
the marriage? Probably not.
Less.
Way less.
Just stay woke. That's it. Stay woke. God bless me with a good one, so I'm okay. I'm chilling. Ariana Grande can stay over there. I don't want her. Oh, who's a jolly good pharaoh? Who's a jolly?
All right,
good
we got
pharaoh?
one hit, Rick. You got some fan questions?
Yes, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, that's why we were looking at you like that.
Why?
We-
Why are you looking at me? I thought you wanted to talk about your update with that thing.
No, I don't have any updates with nothing.
don't
Other than me shit in my pants.
Yeah,
Don't
That's the only
pretend, bro.
update I
that's
got.
it. That's it.
I don't have any updates, bro. Stop making it weird, bro. Let's hear your update, bro.
There's no update.
Bro, stop
Why you
lying,
putting it on
bro.
me?
You capping now.
Dude.
Listen, on this podcast, we won't lie. We will keep it as real as it is.
Watch while I'm doing something.
Just say.
Oh,
you
I have a
don't-
question, bro. I don't know if this is okay to say.
Yeah, bro, you had that good one. I was trying to bring it up, but without saying
Yeah,
it.
that's not an update, though.
It's not an
Question
update.
is a question, not an update.
Yeah.
Bro, stop putting it on. No.
This is a real question. I'm not trying to offend nobody, okay? I saw this on Instagram, okay? This wasn't my thought. But now that I read it, I be thinking about it. Do gay people stop doing the voice when they're alone? I'm looking at you, Fab.
Oh, chillax.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. No, but like that's a real question. Like,
No. Let me tell you. I'm gonna answer that. Like, no, because I'm gonna try to say this because this is I'm treading softly. Is what
no,
I'm
I'm genuinely curious because like
You're
I
treading
was
softly.
reading the comments in that
Interesting way to
post.
put it.
I was reading a bunch of comments in that post, and then there's like some gay people in the post saying, like, honestly, I just do it because it makes me feel more okay,
Yeah.
more proud to be who I am. Nothing's wrong with
I
that.
was just
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to-
But I'm wondering though if they're like when they're talking to themselves in their head, is that voice also like that or no?
I don't know. Well,
Maybe we should bring in a
my
gay person
uncle.
Yeah, we
My
should.
uncle's gay, so during the time I was living with my grandma, and like he was living with us as well, and like he would talk regular sometimes, and I'd be like, "Buddy, don't you swing that way?" And then when his friends would come around, girl, like he'll change the tone, and I'll be like,
yes.
and in my mind, I've thought of it, but I was like, oh, maybe it's just a persona. But I guess to answer that, they do it just to, you know what I'm saying? Like they do it just to speak. I guess just to
They
fit
do it
in.
just to speak.
I don't know. I
They
guess
do it
makes them-
just to speak.
it makes them feel good.
No, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It makes them
I can see it.
fit
'cause
in,
it's
I
like,
guess.
You know, when like depending on like what group of friends you're hanging out, you might act like there's a different energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
when
yeah,
it's
I
like
see that.
when two gay guys, it's different energy.
Yeah.
Then it's like gay and straight might be different energy. And not all gay people talk like that.
No.
Like there's like a lot of gay people that like you wouldn't know. Like hearing them talk, you wouldn't know.
There was an interview, man. There
Like
was
Zesty Fousey, bro. Like the Zesty Fousey voice is what we're talking about. I feel like that's okay to say, but I don't want to say.
But there was this interview where this guy, he was like in a gang. He was a gang member, and he's gay. And during the interview, he's like talking like zesty. And then he was like, when you're around gang members, what does your voice sound like? And he changes it. He's like,
It's all deep.
what's up, man? And like, I was like, bro, what the heck? And it's crazy that you're bringing that up because it was like a week ago I saw this. But yeah, he like changes his voice to fit in whatever energy or environment he's in.
I wonder if he's ever slipped up in front of the gang. Yeah, bring me that gun.
There goes our ops.
Yeah, but that was
That's
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
just my question.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah,
It's a real question.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting one.
yeah.
Definitely an interesting question, brother.
Yeah. So what are the fans' questions?
Yeah.
They-
What about the fans?
Dude, the thing is, they don't got any right now, bro.
They do have some.
We have a lot.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to cut.
Yeah,
It's
we
gonna
can
be a
cut.
minute.
We're gonna cut to the fan questions.
All right, I got the fan questions of the week, and if you want to be the fan question next podcast, just drop some questions down below, and you never know, the boys might answer it. So this one coming in from Delapaz_1. What was the hardest overnight you've ever done?
Oh, bro.
Oh,
Can I please go first?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Can
bro.
I-
Yeah,
Please
go first.
go
Go first.
first.
Go first.
Bro, never again. You guys couldn't pay me enough.
It's not what you guys are thinking.
No.
It's not what you're thinking.
Yeah, if you guys watch the videos, you guys know your boy DJ Fab passed out in the sauna. And you guys would think that was probably the hardest video ever.
But we're talking about overnight.
We're talking about overnights, buddy.
that
I'm
was
just-
not an overnight challenge. That
But
was
I'm
just
saying,
a last to leave.
You couldn't even last an hour, bud.
I was just not making it in there. But the worst overnight, not because of the location, it was the worst overnight overall was in the mall. It was so muggy in there, so sticky in there. It was noises left and right. Like my anxiety was high. I felt dirty.
We were so on edge, but not only that, dude, the worst part was the whole AC turned off when the mall closed down.
Bro.
And it was, oh man, it was worse than being outside.
Yes.
I don't know how to describe how bad it was.
Like, if you guys have been to Florida, especially like South Florida, then you know it gets humid. Like, you walk outside and immediately, like, your skin is sticky. You're starting to sweat as soon as you go outside. This was like that, but like 10 times worse.
I don't know
bro.
how it was worse, but it was.
I felt so disgusting.
Bro.
We felt so disgusting that we had actual beds in that overnight because it was like a mall that had like everything that you needed in there. There was like games, bikes, there was everything.
Everything that we could have wished for.
For real.
And they even had beds for us to sleep on. But even with the beds, we couldn't fall asleep because of how nasty we felt. And
That's the worst. The worst feeling ever.
The
Is
most-
feeling sticky.
the most unpleasant thing.
Oh
And
my
you wouldn't
gosh.
expect it. You would think like, yo, Death Valley was probably hotter.
No, it
Not
wasn't.
even close.
It was like hotter, but it wasn't as bad.
It wasn't as bad because in Death Valley, the heat at least was a little bit drier, so I didn't feel like I'm like just like bathing in my own sweat.
You just
all
felt
night.
like a salamander that was left in like
poo. Literally, bro.
No, for real.
Let's be honest.
it was so dude. Oh man, if we had to go longer in there, I don't know.
Nope.
It was so crazy. I
I
don't know.
would've
There
quit.
was something
I
about
would've-
that. Are we all in agreement that was the worst, do you think? Or do you have a different one, NCK?
I'm trying to think.
The hardest though.
The hardest overnight. I mean, let me think real quick.
Yo, overnight in Tree was fun.
Yeah, we've done overnights so many. Is that what you're looking at? Overnights that we've
I'm looking at all of our overnights. It's crazy how many we've done.
Read out some overnights that we've done.
Oh, when we did 4 days in the world's biggest McDonald's, that was tough too.
That was
'Cause that was just
extremely
long.
tough. Because it's so
You don't want to get caught.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
in there so long, you don't want to get caught. And then also, we were like in this back corner of the McDonald's where it was super dusty. And being in that dust for so long, bro,
Oh, bro.
like my throat started getting scratchy. I got sick. I
But
was
he got
spitting
sick.
out phlegm left and right. I got all stuffed up. That was also an extremely tough.
That
one.
was tough, but it's like when I'm looking, because we're gonna do 5 days in the world's biggest McDonald's when we hit
What?
5 mil, and looking forward to that. I'm like, oh man, but I'm also excited about that. If we had to do 5 days in that mall, buddy, I don't know.
I don't know if I would do
I'm
it.
quitting.
Yeah,
So-
I probably would.
First
I
date.
would just try and get caught so we could leave.
That was hard though to last.
Yeah, see, like mall was just the conditions, very easy overnight. McDonald's, don't get caught, very, very less spacious. So each overnight has its unique thing, but
Yeah. And I mean, there's been ones where it's like, even like we spent the night on our lake. And in that video, I think like we ended up getting wet because we ended up falling into the lake or something. And then it was cold. So we're like out there on our lake in the middle of the night. And then you're all cold. It's like, I don't know. It was different than being hot because you're shivering. We didn't really bring blankets. We don't
Dang.
really prepare too much. Kind of just send it.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
overnights, just locations, man. They're not, most of them don't have beds. Most of them don't have, bowling alley was intense. Bro, all the overnights, if you guys haven't watched the overnights,
hard to
go
bowl.
watch them, bro. It's not.
Four
yo,
nights in McDonald's though, probably the hardest. Just
Yeah.
overall, like hardest to like
Pull off.
make it to the end because
Yeah.
think about it, it's 4 nights. It's not just one.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say that was the hardest for. All right. Second fan question. This coming in from nolimits.jimmy. When was the day you realized that being a nice guy was not it?
We'll let the dog over there, Mr. DJ Fabolous, so
yo,
take the lead on this one.
Yo, this is like, this is when I became like, all right.
A UPS delivery.
This is when like I said, all right, females will, the pain that I went through, I will, bro, let me tell you, 8th grade year, I remember this.
okay.
Eighth grade year, I just moved from Lakeland to Tampa. Lakeland is a city that's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes from Tampa. And I started living with my dad, and I got enrolled in middle school. And over here, the schools are bigger. Y'all got better lunches than Polk County. Like, it was just like, we didn't have rice and beans and stuff. I was like, yo,
What did you have?
Bro, we
You
had
have
like,
rice and
You didn't
beans?
have rice and beans? I feel like that's one of the
no, bro,
basics.
we didn't even have,
Yeah.
bro.
What did you have? What's worse
Let
than
me
that?
tell you,
Sure,
bro.
not worse.
We
but
had like chicken, like
chicken tenders and fries?
yeah.
Hold up, I have a question.
That's better.
I know you're about to go in on this story of you in 8th grade, but have you seen this public school in Texas?
Yes, bro.
Absolutely insane. They have a like a weight room, bro. This weight room it's better than like an Anytime Fitness. It's a massive weight room. They have an indoor football training
It's
facility.
better than Anytime Fitness, bro. It's like better than like
LA
Dude,
Fitness,
it's better
man.
than-
Yeah,
it's like
I
better.
think you missed. Yeah,
Yeah, my bad.
but they have a cafeteria and it has like it looks like the
They got
night-
Chick-fil-A. They got like Sonic.
Like a mall?
like
Like a
better
mall?
than a mall though, like
Yeah.
nice mall.
Like a mall if it was like clean.
Like different
Like they have
restaurants?
rice and beans.
And this is a high school?
a public high school.
Public high school in Texas.
What?
Texas is about that action.
Yo,
Their
okay.
basketball like arena looks dope.
Looks like an actual like
that looks
NBA
lit.
stadium.
Yeah, so I came over here and I was like, whoa, bigger school, more people. They had lacrosse. I was like, bro, what am I doing?
You know
And,
when they got lacrosse.
And then, yo, I come in like around track season time. I think it's like springtime kind of. And then I go and the fastest girl, she's like running. I'm like,
How fast was she?
yo, she was just the fastest. She was in everything, bro. She was
Weren't
like,
you the fastest in something
no,
too?
I was the second fastest in that
In,
school.
in what?
Hey. Anyways, I saw her and I was like, you know, like Baywatch when everything slows down and like the hair starts in slow motion. Yo,
Even with how fast she was going,
bro,
she was slow.
I
Like
was looking at her and I was like, wow. And then we went to a track meet and then DJ Fab just had to riz her up. He waited to like the end and like I was like an empty seat right next to her and I was like, can I sit next to you? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. Rizzed her up. She finished second, so she was sad.
clearly
So-
not that fast.
So she finished second because like all the schools were there. She finished second, so I sat next to her and she was like upset. I said, hey man, you know, in life sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were
Boom.
second on the track, but you can be first
You
in my
feel
heart.
me? You feel me? So I was rizzing her up. Then all of a sudden, you know, we started texting. We had Kick back then. I don't know if you guys
Not kick streaming.
No, not Kick
Kick-
streaming.
Kick Messenger.
KIK, yeah, Messenger. So we were messaging, blah, blah, blah. And then comes to be, anyway, she became my girlfriend, right? Woo! Became my girlfriend. Valentine's Day comes around, and buddy, I'm telling my dad, yo, dad, this girl, she's the best. My goodness. I'm cutting grass. I'm out here helping like my dad with the mechanics. I'm trying to get as much money because I'm about to give her the best Valentine's Day dinner.
It didn't even
ever.
feel like you were grinding though, because you had the end goal in mind,
Yeah,
right?
So the end goal. So I'm like, oh man, I'm not even trying.
You know what I mean? Like when you're cutting the grass, like if you were just cutting the grass for you, maybe it's like, oh, I cut the grass. But you're like, oh, I need to get this for her.
This is the money for the date. This is, and then,
Yo,
bro,
yeah.
so it comes to be, I told my dad, I said, Dad, can you go? Because he had good connects with like cars. So we pull up in like in a nice little, it was like it was like a Honda. It was like a nice little Honda. Like it had the rims on it. It was nice. Yo, it was a nice Honda. Just know it was a nice Honda.
It was a nice Honda.
I made my dad dress up in an all black, like he was my chauffeur. You know what I'm saying? We pulled up to the house.
Oh yeah, because you can't drive.
Yeah, I can't drive. I'm not driving at this point.
Why aren't you driving?
So we pull up, boom, meet the family. My dad talks in a conversation. We chilling, boom, boom, boom. My dad has like good connects, and his best friend is a owner at like a Carrabba's. So I'm taking her to Carrabba's. Yo, he's
Karabi?
and I tell him like this is my first like date, bro. I was scared of girls. I was not even trying anything whatsoever. I go, there's like a section in the back of the Carrabba's. His name is Pony, is what we call him, and because he's built like a pony, like big like a pony.
Question: Are you like full nice guy mode right now? Is that what you're saying?
Full great guy.
Okay.
I'm like making sure she's okay.
You're so like
Giving her that princess
Yeah,
treatment.
I'm giving her. Yo, we're
first date.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is just the beginning of the date.
Your dad going with you, or
My dad's coming with me, making sure everything's good because I
It's like
can't drive.
sitting next to
I
you
can't
guys,
drive.
or-
No, he's in the front.
Oh, I was about to say.
We in the back seat together,
Okay.
like we chilling. Like I got a chauffeur. My dad, shout out to dad.
he clicks the
No, I wish.
window behind you?
So we go. We're having dinner. Carrabba's. Oh my goodness, whatever you want, take it. It's on me. Little did I know, like it's already paid for because I call him my Uncle Pony, but he already got it covered. Boom, we just had
Ooh,
dinner.
okay.
Carrabba's 5-star. Oh my gosh, she's never been on. The state fair is going on as well.
That same night?
I said, yo, Dad.
But he got stages.
I said, yo, Dad. Let's go to the location 2. We go, and all right, let me remind you, I'm spending crazy amount of money at this fair. Because, when you with a shorty, the big bear means something. You know what I'm saying?
It does. They just want you to get it for
And
them.
let me tell you, your boy DJ Fab was hudding on all the games. Like, I was just struggling. So I'm just $20 here, $20 here, da-da-da-da.
Logic goes out the window.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm just, like, trying to impress. I'm, like, $140 deep. Get a big pillow, get a big bear, and we're, like, good. That doesn't end there, bro.
140.
Bro, I was 140 deep. Think about it. You're like 16. You're like 15. $140.
It's like a whole year's worth of cutting.
Bro, that's not even it. We go get ice cream. We're on ice cream. Cold Stone. Cold Stone ain't cheap. You know what I'm
Cold
saying?
Stone is expensive.
So we go to Cold Stone. I'm there, bro. Moral of the story. Great night. Totaled almost everything, like $200 I spent. Almost everything.
Young 8th grade
Yeah.
Fabian Garcia dropping that bag.
$200
And
many
buddy,
lines? That's
and
like
buddy,
10 lines.
all I got. Not saying I was trying to get anything in the end, but the end goal, right? She had,
It sounds like you are.
hold on. All I got was a hug. Oh!
$200 and
Bro.
all I got. I didn't even want anything.
Yo,
Not that I wanted anything.
shorty gave me a hug, right? And I was expecting like a kiss.
for real?
Yeah. So she
Oh,
gave
damn.
me like a hug.
Like
And this
side hug?
This was like 2 weeks of like no. This was like
Or like nice hug.
Yeah, was it a side hug or
This
was
was
it
like
like
a-
a
Was it like a hug?
hug?
like a month, 2 months of dating. It was no. It was like a. I think looking at it now, her dad was at the door, so she didn't want to do anything. And then my dad was in the front seat, so she didn't. We kissed later, but
Later
anyways,
that night?
Not later that night. It was like we went to another track meet. Track meet was really how we did everything. Okay, so we kissed, boom, boom. We done that, bro. $200 deep.
A little hug. How did you feel after that hug, though?
Oh, bro, I felt hurt. My dad looked at me. He was like,
He was disappointed in you.
He said, "Come on, son."
he's like, yo,
Son, I didn't.
Dad.
Yeah.
I drove you all around town to Carrabba's, to the state fair, to her house,
bro.
You go back and knock on that door and you get a damn kiss.
We held hands. Simple stuff like that. But we're young, and I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
trying,
young. You're young.
I'm not trying to go
You're in
crazy.
8th grade. What are you?
Yeah.
A hug. Is
This
that the
gen-
first hug you ever got?
No. This was like, you know what I'm saying? This was like my second girlfriend.
Because if
of
it was
all
the first
time.
hug, the hug low key could hit.
How big was the hug though?
It was like one of these. Like,
No. A side?
It was like a like a
Not
one
even
hand.
like a full.
No, like a one hand.
Not like a full embrace. Like
like
thanks
a
for the
like a
dropping-
remember.
Did she pat your back? Too?
No, bro, chillax. So this is where
Thanks, bud.
this is when I became the dog.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Like a week and a half goes, the season's over, and we
The
don't
track season or your guys' season?
the track season and our season. Let me tell you why. So we go and like a week and a half, she's telling all her friends. She brought the bear to the school.
She brought the bear to the school.
Bro, let me tell you, bro. It was like a whole shebang. Like she was showing off, and then another guy came to the school. Light skin, tall. Buddy was athletic, was the D1 basketball player of the school. And Buddy rizzed up my shorty and stole shorty from me. She broke up with me and said, I don't want to do this no more. I like him. And she told me that to my face. And that moment is when I realized Chris Brown said, these girls ain't loyal. And that's when...
I don't know if that's the exact verbiage. I think it's these hoes ain't loyal.
Yeah. But at that moment, I went home and I told my dad, like I said, bump girls. Bro, I was on demon time, bro.
And ever since then.
After that, after 8th grade, I went to 9th grade, bro. And in high school bro, God, I do apologize. This is my past. But, on 9th grade, bro, 9th grade, bro, I passed with straight D's because I was slanging ultimate.
He said straight D's.
Bro.
He's showing all the shorties a report card. He's like, I can give you that D too.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was slinging so much mother-sucking water hoses. It was just insane, bro.
And you didn't care.
I did not care.
But that moment defined your career.
I was like, looking back at it, I learned, I guess, that being
and in the grand scheme of things, a $200 mistake. That's a good mistake.
Yeah, buddy, how much?
I could tell.
I already
do
know.
you want to tell that?
Let me hear your story.
No, I want to
bro.
finish your story though.
So basically,
Because we're all talking about the moment that changed us, and
So after
there's a clear moment for everyone. I feel like
after that, it was just straight high school. I wanted. Bro, I was a popular kid. I was a dancer. I was doing all this. All the shorties. Got them, every single one. If I wanted you, honestly, I'm rizzing you up 10 out of 10. My batting average, bro, I swear was 1,000, maybe 98.7. Close to 1,000.
You're winning the
almost
Triple
perfect,
Crown if you're in the MLB.
I was like insane.
Dude, every time hearing you talk about this, it's so funny. Bro.
it is so funny,
but
bro.
It's so different now because...
But
I think that's what makes it so funny.
Yeah, when we first met you, though, you were still in that.
I was sad and depressed, bro.
But you were still in that age, that time period of doggy?
No.
When we first met, fam?
Yeah, when we first met you?
When we went on tour was like when I really met you guys. And
Were you still like about that action?
I was broken. That was the worst year of my entire life. And everybody has to
Why was that?
It was just insane, bro.
Because you went on such a streak and then you were like, what am I doing?
No, I fell in love, bro.
You know what happened, bro?
I fell in love, bro.
Yeah.
We getting into this?
No. We won't get into it. I think if we ever get IBD, which we will, I think IBD was my savior.
We might get him on next week.
He was my savior for that.
We might get him on next week.
He was like, that's why I have a really good bond with IBD, bro. Like he was my savior, bro. And like, anyway, so DJ Fab going crazy, like captain cheerleaders, captain of the track team, teachers. I was going insane, bro.
Oh, no!
Teacher, bro, I was going crazy.
Teacher!
So hear me out.
Wait,
Hold
pause.
on. It's not about me.
Our
It's
brother
not
said
about
track
me.
team cheerleader, and then he tried to low-key sneak the teacher and
Hold
didn't
on.
think we wouldn't say nothing.
So look,
Like the principal.
so look. After that,
So teacher.
no. So I was broken, bro. Like I didn't get a girlfriend. I fell in love, and then I had a daughter, and then that's when my mental was like, whoop. Everything I did to all these girls, if I don't tighten up, it's gonna happen to my daughter, and I didn't want that.
I have a question.
I'm listening.
During that time period, at any point, like I know you had that moment in the 8th grade, and then high school you became a legend.
No, not legend. Don't learn from me.
Not a legend.
Don't learn from me. Don't learn from me. That's
Not in a good way. Some legends aren't.
very bad.
Some
very
legends are not remembered for good things.
bad. It's a very bad.
So I wasn't trying to
peak of my
glorify
life.
that.
I've learned.
But I was trying to say, during that time period, at any point were you like, yo, this is not how I want to live?
Yes.
Or were you like, this is not right, this is not good, but you continue to do it anyway?
Some people do things that know that they're not right. Like, you know, like deep in your conscience, like this isn't right.
But,
Hey.
but do you think?
How quickly did you realize?
Wait. Do you think you did that a little bit because it was almost like a get back? You're like, all right, if someone's gonna do this to me, then I'm gonna go crazy.
It was a get back in more of
An ego feeder?
proving, ego, like feeding myself. Like,
You weren't good enough for her, so I'm going to show
Like-
how many girls I'm good enough for.
it wasn't even for her, bro. The best way, listen,
It definitely affected you, though.
it messed me up. But the best way to actually get back at somebody, bro, is the best way to flex on somebody is to show them that they're a better version, that you're a better version than you were when you left that person.
Yes.
That's so true.
That
bro.
is,
Yes, bro.
do not
That's
get
a big
revenge. Do not try to get anything back. And this is the stuff.
Oh, that's so key.
And this is coming from
And
me, bro,
that's
because
a mature thing to say,
bro, yeah, because I've matured. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
was young, and I was that person, bro. I've clapped my ex's best friend, bro. I was evil. I was so evil.
That's so key.
And I'm just being very raw and being open to you guys to know that it's just not the way to go. It may seem the simple way to go, but just better yourself, because that person's gonna be like, wow, they're doing better.
That's the ultimate, like,
That is it. And I will always do it. And I'm very open about my past, because that's just, I was never guided. There was no guidance that way. My dad was the same way. Buddy used to bring multiple shorties to the crib. I didn't know who was my stepmom. You know what I'm saying? So I was just, this is the stuff that I've learned through life. And I'm just here to inspire you guys and help you guys. Because,
if you
maybe-
can learn from you.
yeah, like if I could learn from me, bro, insane. I would probably, man.
If you don't have to make the same mistakes.
Yeah, but I've learned that is the way to finally better yourself and let go of ties. But I was that person that I liked ego. Oh, everybody wants that girl? Watch me go get that girl. And that was me. Like, I wanted to go get that. So, but I've changed completely. I'm more mature. I understand, and I walk with the faith of God now. So I've take very precaution on like what I say and how it needs to be done. So, but that's the moment. That's the whole DJ Fab summed up era. I was a dog, and then I'm a whole husband, damn near father. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, I think he summed it up for all of us.
But I think that people want to know moments. So if you want,
Yeah, at least moments.
You
At least
moment?
moments.
Can I tell a recent moment that happened?
Recent?
for you,
It's just like a.
I think you could end it on that, or you could go into all the moments, because there's good moments and people want to know.
I don't
think
know
it's
my
bad.
moment. I don't know my.
I know
moment.
my moment, the one that you were
Oh,
talking about earlier.
I want to hear this in depth, live in vivo.
I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go yours first.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know.
If you even want to say it.
I don't know what moment it would be.
Okay.
Maybe I'm still a nice
But
guy.
it's most
Mine-
of the it's always a heartbreak.
There's,
you learn from a
but it
heartbreak.
doesn't have to be as Fabs is just like a crazy whoa.
My story's not that crazy. I feel like.
Mine is still, it's a different kind of, it's still crazy,
Yeah.
but it's different.
But maybe people out here
Yeah.
are like, oh man, it's so good to have multiple girls. But then you speak and you tell your
It's
story and you
relatable.
realize like, dang.
I'll tell the story. All right,
yeah, go
basically, all right. So I've told this story before on one of our first podcasts we ever dropped, but it's so relatable to what we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
But my first ever girlfriend in high school, I dated her for like 2.5 years, and just during it, I would do the most, bro. I couldn't drive, and she lived like a couple miles away from me, and I would get on my bike. She would text me, be like, man, I really want, like, I wish I had like a milkshake right now. And she would just text me that, and I would literally bike all the way to Wendy's, bike all the way to her house, drop it off. And she really wasn't thankful for anything I did. Like, I could do all that just to be like, I was doing the most and not receiving anything back, but I didn't know because I was so young.
You were just trying to impress her, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know.
And you think that what they say is what they mean, because that's how dudes are, you know?
Yeah.
But for women, I don't think that's the same.
No.
If you do what they want you to do, it's like if I asked you to do something and you do it, I'll be thankful. I'll be like, bro, like that meant a lot. Like,
Yeah.
'cause what I'm asking, I actually wanted you to do that. But if a girl asks you, they don't always want you to be doing that. But yeah, I didn't know that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, I would do the most, bro. I was doing way too much.
Buddy, no.
Because I never had a girlfriend before that. And to me, it was like,
That's
I
it.
didn't necessarily even want a girlfriend. But then when I met her, I was like, oh, I like her and this and that. And I'm going to make sure, like, she knows that. So
Dang.
I would be doing the most, and I thought it was being reciprocated, but looking back, it was not at all. Like I was just doing everything, and then not that I was doing it for anything like that either.
Yeah.
But you just,
But like
you
not,
just
but
wanted to
you
be
want
like
to feel like appreciated.
Yeah, you're doing what
Right?
a boyfriend is supposed to do, right? Is
Yeah.
make her feel special.
So I was doing all that stuff. I would be not driving, but we were dating so long that eventually I got to the point where I could drive.
Yeah.
And yeah, so fast forward some time, I remember telling Nick like I want to like focus on YouTube and do this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, bro, let's start the YouTube channel." And I remember she would say stuff like, all right, what are you actually going to do after we graduate? Because I was in a high school taking college classes. A lot of you guys think I'm like dumb and an idiot, but like I was low key,
Low key.
So like I got my AA degree when I graduated high school, but and she was really smart too. You had to be smart to be in the school. So she was like, she wanted to be a lawyer, and I don't know what she's doing now, but I didn't know what I wanted, bro. And because I was still trying to figure it out, and I was like, Nick, let's like start doing YouTube. And she would say stuff like, all right, well, you got to really think about what you want for your future and like what you want to do. And I was like, I really want to do this. I'm still young. So then we start filming. And then one thing she said, she just ignored me. It was like we'd go to a whole week of school and I wouldn't see her. She would literally avoid me. I was like, this is weird. So I sat her down after class one day and I was like, yo, we're not going to be dating anymore.
Oh, you broke up with her.
Yeah, I said it really nice, bro. Like somehow I still said it nice, even after I was being really like she wasn't disrespectful, but I was being disrespected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like she was, yeah.
It's a communication thing.
So we broke up, and no joke, 1 week later, within the week of breaking up, we do the overnight with me, Nick, and Zane. Zane went to my school, and the video blows up, bro.
Overnight in Target starts going crazy.
Crazy,
I
like
remember this.
it's like a movie, bro. 1 week after I broke up with her, bro, we're going crazy. And then to make it even better, low key, we go on winter break for college because college winter break's like a month long.
Yeah.
So she got to see me blow up like for the couple days, and then boom, disappear. No contact, bro. No contact. And we're just dropping bangers. Overnight and lows. Boom. We're going back. I come back to school. I think when I came back after the month, we were at like over 100,000 subs. And it was like everyone was like watching the vids over break. It wasn't a big school.
But everyone knew probably.
There was only 80 kids in like my
Class.
senior class because it was senior year. Everyone knew. Everyone was like, you're walking in and everyone is like, oh.
That's the guy. That's
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's
And
lit.
on top of that, I was like kind of the class clown. And before that was even happening for the yearbook, I was voted most likely to become famous on the thing. And then it happened, which was
wild.
crazy. So then we come back.
Crazy.
We come back and then we're just like filming. Nick and I are just dropping bangers. I'm not paying attention to her. She's going off to college. We're dropping bangers. So a year goes by and, everyone from college comes back. Me and Nick have been like filming YouTube vids. Everyone else went to college to continue their degree. They come back and when everyone comes back to town, there's sometimes like a get together.
Yeah, it's like a little
So-
shindig.
We had the same friends because 80. There's only 80 kids in the whole class.
Yeah.
So there's a party and they're like, all right, everyone's back in town. Let's go. I go to see my friends. We're all outside. This is good, right?
Yeah, this is good. This is
phenomenal.
good. I'm intrigued.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
super
I know what's gonna happen, but I'm still intrigued.
So we're at this party at my friend's house, and she's there. I'm there. First time we've seen each other in a long time, bro. And at this point, we were at like 1 million subs, and the vids are going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
She's
booming.
living a normal. Everyone else is living the same life.
Yeah.
Not to disrespect, but like everyone's just doing like the same thing.
Yep.
No one's doing anything that interesting.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, "Yo, Ricky, where have you been?" It's like
Everyone's so
everyone
interested.
around
Yeah.
is like interested in what I'm doing. So we're all out cooking s'mores. We're all hanging out. All the girls go inside, probably like 30 girls. And then all the guys are outside, probably like 30 guys. We're all cooking s'mores. And you just hear from the inside of the house a scream. Ricky! Like screaming, like a girl screaming. And then I turn to the dudes and they're like, dude, you should go in there. Like, what? So I go in there. All the girls are in a circle. And my ex-girlfriend is crying. She's like crying in front of everyone. And she was a little bit sauce. It's a party.
A little bit saucy.
A little bit. She had a little, and the truth comes out when you're a little bit sauce.
That's facts.
But I felt bad, bro. I'm not going to lie, because she was breaking down. She was like in the front of everyone saying, oh my gosh, I miss you so much. Like, I want to be back together. Ever since we broke up, all I've been doing is thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. I have dreams about you. Saying that in front of everyone. And I'm like, the ego in me, I'm still not, this is where I'm still a nice guy. I'm still a nice guy. The ego in me wants to be like, sorry.
You blew it.
Yeah. But I go, everyone's looking at me and like, oh, what do I do? So I go up to her. I like hold her. I take her to the couch, like in the living room. I sit her down. I'm like, yo, it's okay. I know that you're feeling this way, da-da-da-da-da. And she's literally telling me, like, yo, my mom misses you too. Like, all these. And I'm just like, damn, son. I feel bad because
they're pulling all the string, like the heartstrings.
I was with her for 2.5 years. So I'm never
history,
the type of person. I always care about everyone after.
Yeah.
Even to this day. But
you want the best for them.
yeah, I don't want to see it.
Even if you're not together.
Unless you're evil, you don't ever want to see someone broken.
Facts.
Like, you're evil, I feel like, if you want to see that. So I'm holding her like, oh, it's okay. She cries. She cries for probably an hour. And then she like kind of like is like, yo, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry. That was so embarrassing. Da, 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 da. Right? Keeps going. She goes home that night. I go home. Next day, she texts me. She goes, hey, we should hang out. And I'm like, ugh. Like, well. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, let's go to this beach. And I was like, oh, okay. It's a beach where you can like pull up with your car. So we pull up. And then she's like, yeah, I know what I was saying the other day. Like, I actually really did mean it. And then I, being the idiot that I am, go, all right, let's try this again.
She said, wait.
It was a long story, but like.
Yeah, she said that I didn't mean what I said.
No, she said I did mean it.
Oh, I thought you said she didn't.
No, she said I did mean everything I said last night because she was impaired.
Yeah.
She was like, I really did mean it. And me, I don't know, we were so focused on YouTube, we weren't really talking to any girls. And that was the only girl that I would ever know that would know me before knowing me as like the YouTuber.
Yep.
The only one. Every girl I met from there on after, regardless, would know me as, Ricky Ireland, Ireland Boys.
I don't know if I met any girls before I
feel like that can
became
alter.
known as the kid that peed his pants.
I feel like that can alter you too. Like, this is the only girl who knew me before. How do I know these girls don't want me for who I am now?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, this girl was the only one that knew me before, but she didn't even like me before. But that's besides the fact.
Yeah.
So we kind of like get back together on like she has a couple more days and we hang out. She goes back to college. I keep being the nice dude. Like, it was Valentine's Day. I drove all the way up to her college. So like, she got in the car. I like surprised her. I was like in the car, like doing the most still.
Yeah.
Like doing what I did back in the day, but like on the level.
You have money now.
Yeah.
You have
so
money
I could like
now.
surprise her.
You have money now.
And I didn't really spend anything on myself. So I was like, I like her. Let's do this. And then we're up there. I don't know how this even came about. Spring break's coming up. I'm like, yo, let's go to Hawaii. Like, I don't know. I never did anything with a girl. And I was like, what's the best thing I can do? Go to Hawaii.
Yeah, bro.
And I was on a wave. Like,
content.
we hadn't gone on a wave. I remember telling my dad, I was like, is this bad? And he's like, dude, like, you've worked very hard. You haven't gone on vacation. You don't spend any money. Go. So I go.
I remember the exact moment when Ricky asked me, like, is this bad if I do this? If like I take this girl to Hawaii? We were at our uncle's house, and then I remember he just told me, and I was like, I mean, bro, it's like I didn't really know the whole backstory or situation like that happened.
Yeah.
Like, I know now, like, the intricacies of it.
Yeah.
But he told me, and he's like, I was like, dude, like, if you really like her and you want to go, it's like, we've been working hard, so I mean, go, I guess, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. We were going for like a couple days. We already filmed everything, so in my mind, it was like, okay, let's go. I go.
Not only did you go,
No, I didn't just go, bro. I went.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm just gonna say this. There would be months where we wouldn't spend any money on our cards, and our accountants would be like, yo, you guys have to, like, you guys aren't spent, like, 1 month, I think it was like a Chipotle bowl. And our accountants are like, dude, you got to spend money to write it off. So this time I was like, I'm going to enjoy it. Let's go. I get an Airbnb.
I need cost.
Dude,
costs.
I'm going to tell you.
This was not just no Airbnb, buddy.
On the water.
Oh.
This Airbnb has a hammock over the beach, a private boardwalk. It was in the show Hawaii 5-0.
Dude, it's like on the corner. Like it has its own little beach, own
its
little
own-
had a
walkway.
hot tub outside. It was
How many square feet?
It was naughty.
How many
Dang.
square feet?
it wasn't the thing. It wasn't like a mansion, but it was like Hawaiian vibes.
Yeah.
It was
it was plenty big.
It was
Bro,
plenty big.
listen.
3 bedrooms for.
And I already know,
for two people that are probably in the same bedroom.
bro. My daughter lived in Hawaii, so I know them plane tickets are not cheap.
Yeah, and I
So
obviously
Well,
everything. I paid for everything.
Plane tickets were probably the cheapest part of that whole thing.
Yeah, they were
no first class, just regular.
regular. Yeah, we ain't at that level, bud.
Still fly economy.
Yeah,
But yeah, regular seats, whatever. But man, I should have known because when we're on the flight, we get there, I do everything, bro. I go on a helicopter tour through the whole place, like nice one too, like overlooking where they filmed Jurassic Park, I think.
Yeah.
Then I go to the aquarium where they filmed 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Bro, it's literally we're filming a movie, bro, and I'm going on all this stuff, and it just I'm like a couple days in, we're going to the nice dinners. I think the Airbnb was like $2,000-$3,000 a night. And
How long were you there?
It ended up being like a $15,000-$20,000 trip.
What?
Yeah.
Sometimes I be forgetting that he did this and went there.
Yeah, bro. It was, bro. And I like it hurts me to say that now because like, damn, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can do
No,
with
bro.
that.
This is oh man. Obviously, we're like, bro. All right, but you didn't know. You know, I feel like
It was there's level like
It's-
the eighth grade and then
Yeah.
that and then it's like you know you
but
just grow-
it's you can't
so you keep going because the story keeps going.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, there's more.
Yes, bro. Yes. A couple days in, I'm like, dude, I'm with this girl right now. I'm 20, or I was like 19, I think. I was 19 years old. She's 19. We're young. I'm in Hawaii in one of the best Airbnbs you can book. We went on a helicopter tour. We're eating fancy dinners. We're in Hawaii, bro.
For the first time ever.
No, like anything we want to do. If you want to do, we went to a luau. We did everything, bro.
Yep.
And I'm the kind of guy. We went to this luau, and they're calling people. There are hundreds of people at the luau, and they're like, "Anyone want to get on stage, dance with the hula dancers?" I'm the guy. I go up there,
Yep.
and I'm like, "Yo, like, come on up."
Enjoy it, yeah.
We're sitting next to like some older ladies. They're like, "Oh, go up there with your boyfriend, right?" She didn't come up, bro.
No.
And I'm like, I need someone that's like fun, dude. So, but I was like, whatever. And I go up there, dance, whatever.
These are signs, though. These are
signs.
Yeah.
And I'm on the last night, I'm like, dude, she's not even cuddling me, bro.
No.
And I'm sitting there.
Not even cuddling?
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like,
My boy DJ Fab was getting a hug.
Damn,
it was
bro.
just
To a
weird.
hundo.
No holding hands, no nothing.
No, we did that sometimes, but like when you want to, like we did cuddle like for some of the time, but like
Yeah.
it was like, buddy, we're 19, we're in Hawaii. If we're not having the best time of our life right now, how is the rest of our life going to look?
Facts.
And I was like, this is
Facts.
pinnacle. It doesn't get much better than this in life, bro.
Nope.
Young in Hawaii and you got everything.
You
and
don't gotta
you-
worry about a thing.
if I'm not having the best time of my life right now, this ain't going to work. So I realized that we get back on the plane and going back to Florida, and I have like a seat, and she has like a seat in the back. And you know what, dude? It's nothing to ask. Hey, yo, do you want to move back there? And like, can my girlfriend sit here?
Yep.
And she's like, oh, we don't have to do that. I'm like, what do you? We don't have to. I want to, bro.
And that's a long flight, too, bro.
that's a
Yeah,
long
like I don't know
flight.
how it was long, and I was
That's
like,
a super long flight.
so eventually I convinced her, but then I'm sitting there like, dude, I shouldn't have had to convince you. You should want to be next to me. We get home, and I sat in my room like, yeah, bro, this is it. This is it.
I can already see you sitting down like, what did I just
Probably
do?
just
No, that's
crisscross applesauce on the floor, just contemplating life.
Back
probably.
against the bed.
just like, damn. I was like, why did I go to Hawaii with her? Then I start talking to like some older people, like our realtor, Chris. He's a cool guy. I kind of talked to him about stuff, and he's like, yeah, bro, don't waste your time on
Facts.
someone that doesn't care. So then I break up with
someone
her.
that doesn't appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah.
I break up with her. And,
How did that go? Because that never goes easy.
yeah, dude, she just came off like the high of her life, bro. Like, unless she does something crazy, it's not gonna get much better. Like,
Nope.
I hope she finds someone, and it's all about who you go with. But that's rare, bro. Not everyone gets to do that in life.
And that's
you know?
facts. She will always remember you. Just know.
So going back to the question.
So I break up with her.
Okay. You break
Right?
up with her. Yep.
And then I'm like, yeah, we're done. What? Yeah, I break up with her. And then I'm like, yeah. Dude, I'm like, this is it, bro. This is it, dude. This is like, all right, this
I
was
don't
the
blame
second.
you.
You had a second chance, and she said, I'm gonna make you feel like loved and all this. She told me if we got back together, she's going everything that she messed up on before, she's gonna fix.
Cap.
And I sat her down and I was like, yeah, it's over. And she starts breaking down like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, dude,
I'm not falling for this. I'm not falling for this.
I had
For real,
no,
bro.
I,
That's what you gotta tell
I
yourself.
had no emotions left.
Yes,
it was weird.
Once you're a dog like that and you just realize like
I was sitting there.
You're
She was
playing
breaking
me.
down. Actually, I did it in a weird, and I did it in a nice way. Still,
Was it
I took her
text?
to dinner, and then at the dinner in the car on the way back home, I broke up with her. She was breaking down, bawling,
oh, that's the worst.
just because. Okay, maybe I did that for ego, just to be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be so good that she's like, damn." Because, bro, how do you go to a nice dinner after going to Hawaii and then break up? Like, I'm like, you're gonna remember this forever.
That's savage, bro.
And
That's
that's-
madness.
And that's when
Yeah, I took her to a nice dinner in the car, and then we had a good conversation in the car on the way back. I said, before going to nice dinner, I said, no matter what she does, even if this is the best dinner ever, it's over. So I go in with the
Dang.
intentions of having a good time, sit in the car. I turn to her before I drive her home, and I go, yeah, I just got to be really honest. This is not going to work, because if we didn't have the best time ever in Hawaii, imagine the rest of our lives. And I'm dating to marry, and I don't see myself marrying you. I lay it down.
Boom!
I lay it down, and then she is bawling, and we still have to drive her back to her house. I drive her back,
how far was that ride?
like 10 minutes.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
So not bad, but she's crying, and I drop her off, and I say, I really wish you the best. I was like mature. I wasn't going for like the F you. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I really wish you the best. I hope you do everything. And I always will care for you.
Cut my ties.
And then go. And she goes. Yeah. And
Well-
that's what happened.
And that is when one hit realize
Can't be too nice out there in the streets.
2010.
No, but then, dude, but don't be too nice, but just say what you want, because I'll tell you this, they always come back. At least every other girl that I've been with has, every single one
I can agree.
has come back. Even that girl, has come back multiple times. Or like tried. But yeah, then I go on, and I remember going to Fab's house like, yo, I'm done with girls, whatever. But yeah, just be honest.
Yeah, what a day.
What a story, man.
What a day.
Definitely a
But
story.
that is the truth right there. If you have if you have a gut feeling, and it don't get any better than going to Hawaii. And if you're not having a great time with that person, then imagine when you just have to do a day-to-day, just live with that
mundane
person.
stuff,
With
doing
Yeah.
dishes, going grocery shopping.
You
like
know?
if you're not having a great
Yes.
time in Hawaii,
Wait, keep going.
if you're not having the best time ever in Hawaii and doing all that, then exactly like what you're saying, like imagine the rest of our lives. Like you should be able to go grocery shopping with the person that you're with, and it should be fun. It's
always fun.
Here's a little nugget of knowledge. With the right person, doing nothing can feel like everything. With the wrong person, doing everything can feel like nothing.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that, click that subscribe button. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. We love you, and until next time, it is what it